Good evening, everybody. Pat Wadlington here, along with Tony Mooney and Charlie Tibbles on Decatur Sports Network.
What's up?
Hey.
Bringing you week number 7.
Sure.
And week number 2 of district play. We're at Memorial Stadium in Wichita Falls, and Decatur will be facing the...
Is it set? Wait a minute.
Wichita Falls High Coyotes. I think it's week 8.
Are we 4-3?
Yeah,
so it's week 8.
This is week 8.
Very important, not Coyotes, because apparently that creates some consternation.
No Coyotes.
No, it's Coyotes, not
That's
Coyotes.
what they want?
They want Coyotes.
Oh.
Coyotes? So what do you call a pack of coyotes?
Pack.
Is it a pack or is it something else?
We're going to see what the
Well, you
Google
would think
says.
a pack of bulldogs would be a pack also, but
it's a fart.
it's a fart. A fart of bulldogs.
Okay, we're taking a break.
So go ahead. Hey, so while Tony's looking that up, we're going to take a little break here.
Yeah, this broadcast is starting off a little crossways. Well, we'll be back with your pregame show. It'll be brought to you by Total Plumbing Solutions and Renshaw Drug right after this.
Hey, Casey Caraway with the Caraway team. I'm here to check on Chase Chapman on Chapman Landscape and Irrigation. I assure you, he's one of the hardest working guys in the business. I'm always seeing him in the field. He never takes a day off. He's always going, let's check on him. I know he's on his lunch break. Let's just say hi real quick.
Gosh! What are you doing? Dude, I'm about to go hunting. It's deer season. Man, I got a huge deer on camera, man.
Stop. Cut. Do you ever work?
Hawkins Funeral Home is Wise County's only locally owned funeral home and has been serving Wise County and the surrounding area since 1906. The staff at Hawkins Funeral Home is available to you 24/7, 365. Call Hawkins Funeral Home at 940-627-5959 or visit one of their 3 locations in Decatur, Bridgeport, or Boyd. Hawkins Funeral Home, proud supporter of Wise County youth and education and sports.
Hey Wise County, Erie Co AC and Heat is honored to support the Decatur Eagles. Since 1982, Erie Co has been Wise County's premier HVAC specialist, taking care of all your heating and cooling needs, as well as sales, refrigeration, and installation services. If you're in need of HVAC assistance, call us at 940-627-5882 or check us out online at eriehvac.com. Let's go Eagles! Woo!
Fuzzy's Taco Shop is your one-stop taco shop. For breakfast, brunch, lunch, dinner, hang time, game time, you get the picture. Our Fuzzy's Baja-inspired tacos, nachos, burritos, and fresh salads are perfect for any time of the day. Grab your ticket stub and head into your local Fuzzy's in Decatur today or tomorrow for free chips and queso with a $5 purchase.
Show brought to you by Total Plumbing Solutions and Renshaw Drug. Tonight's contest between Decatur and Wichita Falls High. Tail of the tape tonight between these two schools. Decatur against the Wichita Falls High Coyotes. Enrollment, I don't have numbers for Wichita Falls, but I do know this. This is their first year dropping down to Division 4A. They were formerly in Division 5A, or 5A Division 2 in the same district as Wichita Falls Rider. But this year dropping down to Division 4, Classification 4 Division 1. Decatur losing 23 lettermen from last year's squad. 5 on offense, 5 on defense. Letterman lost by Wichita Falls, 13 in total. Offensive returners 8, defensive returners 4. Coach Huff for the Eagles in his first season, which has made quite a turnaround after the first 3 games. And Eagles now 4-3, and the Coyotes coached by Grant Freeman. Both teams actually with a 4-3 record, identical records, 4-3 on the season and 1-0 in district. Charlie T, you got a little info on how the?
Hang on, I got a mouthful of biscuit.
A mouthful of biscuit.
He ain't lying.
And that reminds me of a great movie called McClintock, where you remember a guy named Chill Wills. He's like plays Drago in that movie.
Oh, when they're in the farmer's camp.
Yeah, and he says, my boss got something to say about your biscuits.
No.
Yeah, anyway. All right, how they got here. Decatur started out 3-4, or started out 3-0 rather, or 0-3.
Thank you.
0-3. and losing to Anna, losing to Ryder, Wichita Falls Ryder, in a great game that went into overtime. Decatur should have won, was leading by 15 points with about 2.5 minutes left to go. And then losing to the number 1 state-ranked team, Stephenville. But then we went up to Pampa, smoked them, and just about smoked everybody since. Decatur's really showing prowess on the defensive side of the ball, which is a little bit different for a Decatur team past history. And so that's refreshing to see that on the Decatur side. And then the offensive side of the ball, things are just clicking. They're playing to their strengths, and their passing game doesn't have the prowess it used to have, but not really. We don't have really a great passing quarterback. But that's not to say Preston Escobar doesn't do well the things that he's called to do, which is run that RPO and hand the ball off to his stud.
And I think last week he was about I don't know what the numbers were, but I think he only had 3 or 4 incompletions. A really good game last week as Decatur.
Well, they're playing to they're not making him force the ball into things that he can't do.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah, and from the Wichita Falls side of things, coming into this one on the season, they opened the season against Wichita Falls Ryder, losing to them 58-10. But I've had a couple of conversations with number 1, Coach Huff, and some coaches here in the stadium about what that team was. There's about 3 or 4 players that are their major contributors that weren't in that ball game. Week 2, they defeated Hereford 52-28. Then they went on to win their second in a row against Plainview 33-25. They lost to Amarillo Randall 38-44. They beat Iowa Park 34-7. They lost to Graham 45-31. And last week in their first district game, they defeated Mineral Wells pretty handily, 42-18. So I think that was down there in Mineral Wells. But let's take a quick break as well.
Hey, before we do, we got a real special treat tonight, and we'll talk about this again. Got to sing the praises for Wichita Falls ISD.
Yes.
And they've been really helped us out this week. We had some trouble a couple weeks ago, but I think it's worth mentioning, and we'll mention again when we've got more listeners of how they've really helped us be able to get online this time, and also allowed us to tap into their video feed. And so you can see their camera work kind of getting warmed up over there on their side, but we're able to kind of switch back and forth between their video feed and ours. And so this will be a fun game to call tonight. So we're going to play a few more commercials here, and we'll be right back in just a minute.
S&J Pharmacy at 1101 West Eagle Drive can fill prescriptions in 15 minutes or less with fast and friendly service. They also offer same-day compounding, private consultations, medication therapy management, immunizations, B12 shots, a convenient drive-through window, and free home delivery. S&J Pharmacy accepts all major insurance plans, including Blue Cross and TRICARE. Open Monday through Friday 9 to 6 and 9 to 1 on Saturdays. Call 940-627-5400. That's 627-5400 for S&J Pharmacy in Decatur. Cobb Rental, located in Decatur, has the best selection of prices in the Wise County area on equipment rentals and sales. They have skid steers, lifts, trenchers, welders, forklifts, excavators, backhoes, and much more on hand and ready to go to work for you. Whether you need heavy-duty backhoes or trailers for transport, chances are Cobb Rental will have what you're looking for. Come see us at FM 51 in Decatur or online at CobbRentalAndEquipment.com. Good luck, Eagles, from Cobb Rental in Decatur.
Bison Creek Homes is an established home builder in Decatur, proudly serving Wise County and surrounding areas. With an in-house licensed architect and interior designer, Bison Creek Homes has been leading the way in innovative home designs such as modern, contemporary, farmhouse, Texas Hill Country designs, and more. Come put our many years of construction experience to work for you. Visit BisonCreekHomes.com and check out the many beautiful homes we have built. And go Eagles!
Fit and Wise in Decatur is proud to provide sports medicine and therapy programs for all North Texas athletes with injury clinics on Saturday mornings. Their sports and therapy program features an experienced sports medicine team, a wide range of team and extreme sports programs, and physical therapy and rehabilitation services to keep you on top of your game. Fit and Wise has a state-of-the-art therapy location right here in Decatur, along with others around the Metroplex. Come by and visit our friendly staff or visit us online at fitandwise.com.
Welcome back, Eagles fans, as we launch into our field condition report. As Pat's getting some information down. Charlie, you with me?
I got 10-4, good buddy.
All righty then. So here at Joe Golding Field, it's the sun has gone down. It is a clear night. We got some clouds to the south of us, and in fact, we got about a 15-mile-an-hour wind coming out of the south. It's 82 to 84 degrees down on the field, and of course, it's a gorgeous turf field that Wichita Falls has here. And I think I don't think it's going to be a big factor. The wind may be a little bit, Charlie. But
yeah, I'm looking for the flags, and
I don't see any wind socks
not finding them. Oh, they're right down there.
So yeah, it's south.
A little bit of a south wind.
Yep.
But if it stays like that, it will be a little bit of a factor.
Yeah, it's a little brisker than I expected. It does have the flags at full mast. So we got the color guard down there practicing. We'll go ahead and run our feed right over to there. There we go. While they're getting ready to present the colors. And I'll tell you what, Charlie, I think it's a great night for football. Lights are coming on. Like I said, sun's down, so our Decatur fans aren't baking in the sun like they did in the first 5 games of the season when we were staring into the west.
This is the time of year when I love high school football. Mid-October, the heat kind of is dissipating a little bit. It's still hot today, but relatively speaking, it's I was listening to the announcing guy. But this time of year, I love it. Mid-October, the weather's starting to change a little bit, and so, man, I'm ready for some football. I'm excited about our broadcast tonight. I think we were so disappointed a couple weeks ago when we couldn't bring Eagle football to our fans, the way we wanted to.
Right.
But this week we ought to give them something a little extra special with the addition of the Wichita Falls feed into our camera system.
Wichita Falls actually has 3 field cameras that they're going to be switching between with their main feed, and then with our camera feed, we'll be able to zoom in on our players during key plays, during tackles, the aftermath of plays, the whole 9 yards. So it's really going to open up a facet of the video feed in the game for our fans watching both on YouTube and on Facebook.
Yep, looking forward to that. Okay, let's go to Coach Huff. And Pat had an interview with Coach Huff earlier in the week, and so let's bring that to you right now.
Sounds good.
This pregame interview with head coach Steve Huff is brought to you by Quick Car of Decatur, located at the intersection of South Highway 51 and Thompson Avenue. Coach, congratulations coming off a nice win against Burke Burnett last Friday night to go 1-0 in district and have our 4th win in a row. Just what are your general comments coming out of that ball game?
I felt like we played more of it, not a complete game yet, but more of it toward that direction on both sides of the ball and special teams. But again, I think with him coming in here 5-1, being a district opening game, it's a really good win for the kids.
Well, I don't have any stats in front of me or anything like that, but it stood out to me from start to finish really that we really were able to get our running game going, and we've got kind of a nice combination in the backfield with Nate and Devin. So just talk a little bit about how those two guys work together.
Yeah, that's one thing that I'm not going to say it was a surprise, because I really thought when I first got here that Devin was very talented, and as Cade Johnson as well, who's now playing defense for us. But it has worked out to where we have them both in at the same time at times, one at a time sometimes, and opt for a little bit more of a power formation. But at the same time, both those kids they take advantage of their carries. But again, the thing I think that I really like about when those two guys are on the field, they block for each other. They don't mind giving up a carry to block, and I mean every running back wants to carry the ball. But at the same time, when it's not called to them, they do a good job of taking care of each other.
Well, and I noticed a couple of plays, speaking of blocking, the offensive line played really well. And in particular, there was a particular formation that we had there. We ran a couple of plays that were very similar in a row where we've got tight receivers on both sides of the ball, and those receivers and wingbacks were doing a fantastic job of blocking as well.
Yeah, I think the switching up formations a little bit at times for us, kind of a squeeze set. And I think the reason we have done a little bit more of that is because our receivers have come a long way since the beginning of the year blocking. And, route running and catching ball and all, that's one thing. But when they're able to be physical and and you can use them in the run game, I think it's a real plus. So they're taking a lot of pride in their approach to the blocking part of the game. Coach Cotton coaches those guys and really has got them on point as far as that being a very specific thing that we want done out of them, and then let the pass part of it come too. So along with those guys, I thought the offensive line, filling in there for Hunter this past week was going to be a chore. But I thought again, offensive line, took some baby steps forward, and we got to continue to do that.
Well, and defensively we played really well as well, and I think just week to week everybody gets better. But on the defensive side of the ball, what over the last couple of weeks has stood out to you about improvements that have been made on that side?
I think, first thing that comes to mind, I've talked about a lot this year, but, I think we're playing good physical ball. We're coming downhill, playing physical. The other part of it is I think the fits are much better now from the secondary when they come down and fit in the run game. All that takes time, and, it was a different defensive scheme for the kids this year, so eventually, or slowly but surely, they've eventually gotten where the fits are more natural for them now. And then I think at times, we've begun to tackle better, and that always helps. It's one thing getting somebody a one-on-one. Another thing is being able to make the play, and so being able to do those things, and it is a combination of stuff. Though I just think the kids, one thing we're going to preach with them: just play hard. Good things happen.
Well, it was a fun night, and it was a great ball game. I talked to several people that we all agreed it was the most complete game that we've seen Decatur play so far this year. And now we move into tonight's ball game against Wichita Falls High, the Coyotes, and both teams come into it with identical records at 4-3 and 1-0 in district. What do you see so far about the challenge that the Coyotes will give the Eagles?
I look at. I'll start with them offensively, but we got to see them on video against Ryder weeks ago. And Ryder was able to get after them pretty good, which is no indication of what they're like right now. There's a lot of different kids on the field right now, and they're playing a lot more confidence right now. You can definitely tell when you watch video. But they do a good job. Quarterback, I think everything kind of runs behind or through him. He does a good job of distributing the ball. Plus, he has the ability to extend plays, and I think that's big. Anytime that you got people covered up, and he's able to scramble around, get out of the pocket, and get something downfield. Plus, they have a big-time receiver and a really, really good running back. So, that's a combination for some pretty dangerous stuff that goes on. And then defensively, they do a lot of things on defense. They've shown 3 different fronts that we've seen on video. They move kids around quite a bit. They play physical. They're fast, especially up front. They'll play a 3-down and a 4-down front, and they've got a couple kids that move really, really well. And so when you look at that part of it, I think, for us, it's, what do they come out in? And, we're just hoping that our kids have seen enough stuff this year with a 4-man and 3-man front that they don't get confused. And then I think when you look at the game as a whole, we've told the kids, we didn't look at the Ryder game. That's one thing. You look at this team, and I think it's a totally different team than it was 6-7 weeks ago, whenever that was. So. Definitely, they're 1-0 district, we're 1-0 district, and we approach every week as a district championship game, so no different this week.
Well, I was going to ask you what kind of front they ran on defense, and if they run multiple fronts, is that, I'm assuming that it does, present a few additional things you have to do preparation-wise during the week. Has that presented any challenges to you this week, preparing for them, just having to show different fronts, and how have the kids responded this week?
The kids responded well. I think you do have to show them everything, but at the same time, the good thing about it is we played 2 4-man fronts in a row. Before that, we played an odd stack, played multiple 3-4 teams. So they've seen about everything this year, and our defense itself is a 3-4. So they get to see that every day in practice. So hopefully, they've seen it. Now obviously some of the stunts and stuff will be different, but at the same time, hopefully the kids will at least understand. And we don't do that much difficult blocking scheme-wise. We try to keep it that way so the kids are in a situation where they can have success. So, number one thing for us offensive up front is getting off the ball.
So, an opportunity to go 2-0 in district tonight for both teams. What is it that Decatur's going to have to do to take a step forward and go 2-0 in district with only 2 more games remaining?
You know, again, it's kind of a weekly thing when I look at games, though. But I again, take care of the ball. They've been very opportunistic. They've turned people over. I think Iowa Park may have turned the ball over on a 4 or 5. I know 4 for sure, maybe 5. And you know, that's things you can't do against a good ball team. And so when you're doing that stuff, take care of the football. Special teams going to be huge. Return game is always huge, but again, they've got weapons in the return game, so we've got to cover things down well. I think defensively, you know, you got to stay away from the big play with a receiver like they have, the ability to get the ball downfield, keep the quarterback in check, keep him in the pocket, and don't let the running back get off to some type of a big game. They'll use him a lot in the Wildcat also. And then for us offensively, it's about we've got to find rhythm and consistency against the multiple fronts. So, you know, being patient is big for us again, and then try to mix in, you know, our formation and our pace to try to help us along the way.
Well, I know you'll have them ready, and everybody's excited to get started, so best of luck tonight.
I appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
This pregame interview was brought to you by Quick Car of Decatur, located at the intersection of South Highway 51 and Thompson Avenue.
For all your seamless gutter needs, give us a call at Wise Gutter Solutions, area code 940-389-7880 for a free estimate. We service Wise and all surrounding counties. We offer new install, repair, leak protection, and cleaning services. We have over 32 different colors for you to choose from also. You can log on to our Facebook page and follow us at Wise Gutter Solutions or our website, wiseguttersolutions.com. We appreciate the opportunity to earn your business, and we look forward to speaking with you. Make the wise choice, Wise Gutter Solutions. Go Eagles!
Drug
Go ahead.
Welcome back to the Total Plumbing Solutions Renshaw Drug pregame show. The look around Wise County tonight brought to you by Goosehead Insurance. Bridgeport will be facing Gainesville. Boyd over in Ponder. Paradise is open this week. Alvord against Tioga, and Chico will be at Munster. That's your look around Wise County, brought to you by Goosehead Insurance. Now let's go down on the field to our coin toss, brought to you by Chip Hackinson and Edward Jones. Tony, can you hear us?
I can hear you guys just fine. How about me?
Sounds great.
Awesome.
Captains for Decatur, number 20, Brody McClure. Number 4, Preston Escobar. Number 7, Nate Palmer.
So, hold on. Okay, here we go.
You might need to go on the other.
No cussing, no fussing, no hitting below the waist. When you hear the whistle, stop. Y'all know who the knuckleheads on y'all team are. Y'all keep them in check, because if y'all don't, we will. It's going to cost you yardage, all right? Y'all come the furthest. Y'all want to toss, y'all want to defer. Y'all want the ball, correct? Y'all want to kick this way. So, Decatur, line your backs up against the scoreboard.
Tony.
Yes, sir.
That's our famous ref, Rick James. You think you get his autograph before you come up here?
I'm going to ask him for it.
Decatur does win the toss. And tell me if I'm wrong, but we deferred till the second half. And
yes, we did.
The Coyotes will be kicking off. And I failed to mention Hunter Wingert, also a captain for the Eagles, in his wheelchair after he suffered the broken legs right here on this particular field 2 weeks ago. And Brody McClure rolled him off. It's going to be time for National Anthem, Chuck.
Here in just a second.
I'll be up here in a minute.
We're going to take a break during the National Anthem?
Yeah, just a second. Give me a second. I'm working the camera and until Tony gets back up here.
I will say something real quick. The ref was pretty funny about his delivery. He amended it a little bit, and I'll tell you what it was actually going to say when I get up to the booth.
Right. On the air?
It's borderline. Okay. It's not bad. It's borderline.
Let's take a break while we go to the National Anthem. We'll be back with your kickoff right after this.
Build or buy your dream home with help from the mortgage experts at First National Bank Mortgage. Mortgage money man Mark Goodwin will help you build or buy the home of your dreams in Wise County. Our office is now open in Bridgeport, and we're ready to get to work on your new home loan. Why trust your mortgage to anyone else? First National Bank Mortgage, now open in Bridgeport. Apply online at mortgagemoneyman.com. NMLS 543312, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Texas Farm Bureau Insurance in Wise County has protected fellow Texans with auto, home, and life insurance since 1963. We have 2 locations in Decatur and Bridgeport that serve over 4,500 members in Wise County and the surrounding areas. Whether you're wrangling cattle or kiddos, we're proud to protect all fellow Texans in all Texan ways of life. Kelly Lynch, Doyle Lowe, Lisa Bradshaw, Chris Hanlon, and Monty Houston are located in the Decatur office across from James Wood Motors. Lisa Bryant and Todd Vineyard are located in the heart of Bridgeport on Wholesale Street. Give us a call or stop by and speak to one of our 6 local agents. Coverage and discounts are subject to qualifications, and policy terms may vary by situation.
For all your seamless gutter needs, give us a call at Wise Gutter Solutions, area code 940-389-7880 for a free estimate. We service Wise and all surrounding counties. We offer new install, repair, leak protection, and cleaning services. We have over 32 different colors for you to choose from also. You can log on to our Facebook page and follow us at Wise Gutter Solutions or our website, wiseguttersolutions.com. We appreciate the opportunity to earn your business, and we look forward to speaking with you. Make the wise choice. Wise Gutter Solutions. Go Eagles!
The law firm of Kernot and Hafer is once again a proud sponsor of Decatur Eagle. With its Decatur office located on the Decatur Town Square, the firm includes local attorney Pat Wadlington and focuses on litigation and dispute management within a wide range of areas, including family and custody issues, business and commercial disputes, estate and inheritance matters, and personal injury and death cases. Kernot and Hafer, friendly, professional, direct, and strong. We're there when you need us.
At Outlaw Equine, our goal is to help you and your veterinarian succeed in maintaining the soundness of your horse. Dr. Harvey welcomes referrals from his colleagues and corresponds via telephone and video throughout the length of their stay. Our staff takes great pride in the body condition and level of fitness of every horse that leaves our facility. Come see us today at 2124 County Road 4127 or call us at 940-626-8387. Outlaw Equine, where the champions go.
Welcome back to Eagle Football on Decatur Sports Network. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation as we get ready to start your Rosenbaum Dental first period. The Coyotes of Wichita Falls High dressed in all black, black pants, black jerseys, white stripes along the shoulders, white numbers, black helmets, looks like with a red face mask. And the Eagles are on the other end of the spectrum. They're in color rush, all white pants with a blue stripe down the side, white jerseys with blue numbers, blue helmets with their blue D logo on the side, and a couple of, well, we've got blue numbers on the shoulders and on the front and back of the jerseys as El Dape breaks the kickoff huddle, gets ready for the Parker Properties kickoff to start this one off with the Coyotes. Decatur will be moving from our left to our right on our screen, and that is kicking to the north here at Memorial Stadium in Wichita Falls. El Dape approaches, kicks it high, a little bit short. It's going to be fair caught at the 11. And that's where Wichita Falls will start its first drive. That was number 20 with that fair catch, Jordan Mitchell. Offensively, for the Coyotes, I think we're going to be looking at a lot of Cameron Gould and a lot of Keandre Fleeks. And I did ask some of the coaches from Wichita Falls High, I don't know if you remember, Charlie, but for several years we had to deal with the one Fred Fleek at Hershey, and I asked him if there was any relation. He denied that there was, but he said if your name is Fleek and you're from this area, you're probably related somehow. But the Coyotes, they'll take over on their 25. I guess if you fair catch it, that's where you get it. So smart move by the Coyotes on the opening kickoff. 1st and 10. There's your snap. Handoff. Tackle made at the line of scrimmage. That was to Cameron Gould, and that Decatur defense ready at the line of scrimmage. Looked like Lando Henry and Lane Heston. They'll bring up 2nd down and 9. John Ledesma, the quarterback for the Coyotes, get in a shotgun formation with Gould in the backfield with him. One receiver wide to the far side of the field. Now a receiver will motion along the line. There's your snap. It's a handoff up the middle. Tackle made there. Well, he was able to break through the tackle of Ethan Talley and turn his way about 6 yards. He's a big load, is Cameron Gould. I don't have the stats on what his weight is, but he's a big running back.
Gould had a great hit at the line of scrimmage. Was able to wrap him up, and all that did was slow him down.
So 3rd down and 3 in this opening drive here. Coyotes look to the sideline. They got double receivers on each side. There's your snap. Ledesma with his first pass is complete here to the near side. Eagles are there in time. I think he's going to be short for the first down by about a yard. That was Antoine Gilbreth with the first contact. And Brody Edens, Cade Brazil there to help push him back. Oh, my gosh.
Wow, they got that?
According to the announcer.
Yeah, they're moving the chains. I thought he was about a yard short. There's your snap on 1st and 10. Play fake. Passes complete here on the near side. That was to number 6, Caden Justice. Nice gain of about 7 out to the Coyote 42.
You know, nothing flashy right now, Pat. Just, steady plays downfield.
Ball spotted on the right hash on 2nd and 3. 2 receivers wide to each side. There's your snap. Hand off to Gould. He's into the secondary with Lane Heston hanging on his back. He'll have the first down all the way out to the Coyote 49.
Heston with a great tackle, but we're definitely going to have to hit this guy low.
Yeah, he's a big kid. So 1st and 10. Ledesma throws to the far side. It's complete. But 3 Eagles there to make the tackle for a loss. That's Cade Johnson, Brody Edens, and Brody McClure. Loss of 2. That's going to bring up 2nd and 12 for the Coyotes. I'm going to say Coyotes. I don't care.
Right on.
It's easier. A 3-syllable mascot just doesn't cut it for me.
Well, since
Hanging Chad might be in here after you.
On 2nd and 12, Ledesma's going to throw it. It's complete to the near side to number 9. He breaks back inside, gets into Decatur territory at the 45. That'll be a gain of 8 and bring up 3rd down and 4. 9 minutes and 20 seconds opening possession here by Wichita Falls High in our Rosenbaum Dental first period.
That ref's a pretty funny guy, man.
Coyotes be strong left. Now the wingback comes in motion to the right side. There's your snap. They'll hand it to Gould. He's met at the line of scrimmage, and I don't believe he's going to be getting go anywhere. Brody McClure had a hold of his legs, and then we had, looked like Ethan Talley and the Mendoza pushing him backwards. That's going to bring up a 4th down. It looks like a punting team coming on the field for the Coyotes.
Well, great job by the Decatur defense right there. The line stuffed the holes. The linebacker stepped up, read the play, shut him down.
Antoine Gilbreth will step back deep for Decatur to field this punt. It's your snap. Punts away. It's low. Hits at the 20. Takes a Decatur bounce back towards the 25, which is where it's going to be downed, and that's where Decatur will start its first drive. Not by fair catch, like the opening kickoff, but both teams will be starting their opening drives on their own 25.
Now let's see if Decatur can turn this one into a score.
Starting offense for Decatur at quarterback, Preston Escobar. Your tailback is Nate Palmer. Your receivers, Hunter Smith, Sean Dubois, Carter Riggins, and also Landon Feltz right now. There's your snap. Escobar looks to throw. He's under pressure, trying to get away. Now he's just going to throw it away. And I tell you what, that's 4 games ago he might not have done that. 4 games ago he might not have done that. Smart move there by Preston to know he had pressure and know he had to get the ball, throw it away, have another down here, 2nd and 10.
Preston grows every single game.
Pistol formation for the Eagles on 2nd and 10. They hand it to Palmer. Cut back right at the line of scrimmage. Short gain out to the 29. Gain of 4. That'll bring up 3rd down and 6.
Number 7, Guy Izagira on that play. Excuse me.
We got an injury?
I don't. Yeah. Looks like
Ivan Lopez is the player. Defensive lineman for Wichita Falls.
Maybe rolled his ankle or his knee.
Look like one he's just going to have to walk off.
Yep.
So your receivers are Crow, Riggins, Smith, and Feltz on 3rd down and 6. Palmer stands in the backfield to Escobar's left. There's your snap. Escobar looks to his left, throws to his left. Complete to Hunter Smith for the first down. Inside all the way out to the 42. He looked like a pinball.
Hey, bouncing off that.
He was going forward, and then he was going backward. But nice catch there by Hunter. Really good pass by Preston. And that's your first Christian Heston Parker Properties first down. 3 receivers wide right, 1 to the left. Play fake. Escobar into pressure. He's sacked, and the ball's loose, and Wichita Falls has it. They recover the fumble. He just got hit from his blind side. There was really nothing he could do. Never saw it coming. And the Coyotes will take over on that turnover at the Decatur 35.
Sean Fry was the guy who recovered that fumble, and just, never saw it coming on the blind side.
Trying to look at that replay, and it just looked like they had numbers on the left side of the Decatur offensive line and nobody there to block. So 1st and 10 Coyotes at the Decatur 35. Ledesma takes the snap, looks over the middle. Now he rolls to his right, directing traffic, throws it, incomplete. And they're going to throw a flag on Cade Brazil.
I don't know, man. I think that was some good defense from Cade. He dove in front of that ball.
We got a little replay here thanks to our joint venture tonight with the Wichita Falls Independent School District on their video feed. But after that penalty is enforced, they're going to mark the ball inside the Decatur 25 at the 22. And after that Preston Escobar turnover, the Coyotes in business. 3 receivers split in a bunch formation very far to the wide side. They're going to hand it off. Running back changes direction. He's around the corner here on the near side, and he's going to score. That's number 28, Eric Powell. They handed him off kind of going to the left, and he saw nothing there, changed direction, and got around the corner on the near side, and 22-yard touchdown puts the Coyotes on the scoreboard first.
Decatur's entire defense bit down on that misdirection play and had nobody on the wide side of the field for that.
Coyote extra point is up and good with 7:14 left in your Rosenbaum Dental first period. It's Wichita Falls 7, Decatur nothing. We'll be right after these messages. Right back after these messages.
Hi, neighbor. If you want to win state, don't fumble the ball. Pass it to Ryan Realty, the best quarterback in town. They will get you to the end zone and assist you in scoring the extra points. You'll recognize them in their hot pink jersey. For all your real estate needs, located just off the historic Decatur Town Square at 109 South Trinity Street, and their website is ryanrealtytx.com, or call 940-626-9770. Ryan Realty, the best in town.
Stuck in a state of falling behind? Struggling to keep up with your kids' finances, insurance? Then let State Farm agent Teresa Mader help you simplify by handling your auto, home, and life insurance so you'll have more time for everything else. More money, too. So call State Farm agent Teresa Mader at 940-627-3006 today and get to a better state with State Farm.
Visit Teresa Mader State Farm at 1141 South FM 51 in Decatur. Go Eagles!
Welcome back to Eagle Football on Decatur Sports Network, presented to you by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation. The Coyote kickoff after their touchdown was short and then fumbled, but Decatur able to recover it, and now there's a flag on the field. Let's see what this call is. Coach Freeman down talking to the officials. Looks like it's going to be against Wichita Falls to me. Now's when we need our, where'd our sideline reporter go?
They're down on the sidelines.
Oh, are they?
Yeah. I was walking up and she goes, "Can I get that from you?" I'm like, "You bet." Freeman is definitely arguing his case politely with his hands clasped behind his back.
Other games on tap tonight that may be of interest. We've got Bridgeport in Gainesville, Chico at Munster, Springtown against Mineral Wells. Springtown already up 7-0. Let's see what this call is. Woo!
Little feedback.
That did sound like a Rick James concert. I don't know what that means. Dead ball foul. Personal foul, I suppose, because after it was enforced, Decatur's going to start this drive down 7-0 at the Coyote 42-yard line.
The announcer called it illegal touching.
Huh. Well, on 1st and 10, Feltz will come in motion. There's your snap. Escobar rolls to his right, looking, looks for Kyler Crow, and it's just a little bit over his hands. He dove for it, but unable to come up with it, and it's going to bring up 2nd and 10.
Crow was open. Esco was on the run, so maybe that hit in the back kind of unsettled him a little bit. He just needs to settle
It would have
down.
unsettled me.
That was a good shot.
It sure was. Tight formation of receivers here on the left side. There's your snap. It's a handoff to Palmer. He's met at the line of scrimmage, and he might get a yard.
Met at the line by Patrick Kyle. Short gain on the play.
So 3rd and long now for Decatur. Luke White is in at receiver on the far side, along with Feltz and Crow. Hunter Smith alone here to the near side. 3rd and 9. There's your snap. Escobar looks left, throws left, looking for Hunter. He's got him. Catches inside the 30. That's good for a first down. They're going to spot it at the 28.
To the 28-yard line, that is enough for an Eagle first down.
That first down brought to you by Krisha Heston and Parker Properties. Crow lines up as a wingback on the right side on 1st and 10. Handoff Palmer. Trying to bounce to the outside. Gets a little running room down to the 26. Gain of maybe 2.
Palmer with a great move on 13. Sean Fry kind of just left him standing there holding wind.
Decatur hurries to the line of scrimmage. They'll have a tight end on the left side. They're going to hand it to Palmer coming that direction. He gets to the line of scrimmage, brought down inside the 25, down to the 24. Another short gain. It'll bring up 3rd down and 5.
Yeah, we got a flag there at about the 26-yard line.
Yep.
Looks like a hold, I think.
Yeah, that's the signal.
Woo. Come on, Rick.
He's got adjusted. He's making adjustments in his Rick James pocket.
So after that holding penalty is enforced, that's going to bring up 2nd down and looks like about 18. They don't have it on the. Let's call it 20 on the scoreboard. Crow comes in motion. There's your snap out of the pistol. Escobar with a play fake, rolls right. Throws down, looking for Hunter Smith, and he's got it inside the 20, down to the 14-yard line. Nice pass. He got it up high. Hunter used all that 6'5" frame and able to catch it over a defender.
I'd say that was a nice settling down. That was a dime he threw just then.
Decatur enters the Case IH red zone for the first time tonight, and they'll pitch it to Palmer. Going right, short gain down to maybe the 12.
Nate's going to be feeling this game. This defensive line from Wichita Falls is keeping him busy up close.
They'll call it 2nd and 8 on the James Wood scoreboard. 5:25 and counting left here in your Rosenbaum Dental first period. Your score 7-0, Wichita Falls. Escobar looks to throw. Under pressure, he's sacked. That's number 33, Brigman Stewart. And that's going to bring up 3rd down and 12 for the Eagles.
Stewart stunted in from the backside. Nate totally missed that block, and he knew it. He got up just not happy with himself.
So 3rd down and 12. Decatur from the Wichita Falls 15. They'll hand it to Palmer. He's met in the backfield. He's going to be dropped for a loss all the way back to the 20.
That was was number 40, Ty Wright, on that stop, just read it all the way. It looks like our field goal unit is coming on.
Yep. That's going to be Aldape in to attempt a 35-yard field goal. Jacob Haynes with the hold. There's your snap. The hold's good. The kick is up. It's got the distance, and it is good. So Eleazar Aldape puts Decatur on the board first with 4:03 left here in your Rosenbaum Dental first period. It's Wichita Falls 7, Decatur 3. We'll be right back.
Dynasty Overhead Door is the premier garage door company in North Texas. We offer garage door sales, installation, and repair services for both residential and commercial customers. If you're looking to replace your old unsightly garage door at home with a new one or add on another commercial overhead door in your warehouse, visit our Big Blue shop right off North Highway 287 in Decatur or online at dynastyoverheaddoor.com. Dynasty Overhead.
Do you need a new trailer? Texas Custom Trailers in Decatur has the perfect trailer for you. No matter what you're hauling, Texas Custom Trailers has a large selection of utility, flatbed, equipment, cargo, and livestock trailers in stock and ready to go to work for you. See all the brands, photos, and pricing at TexasCustomTrailers.com. You can also find trailer parts and expert repair at Texas Custom Trailers. Go see Texas Custom Trailers on 287 north of Decatur, and go Eagles!
Welcome back to Eagle Football Memorial Stadium. Broadcast brought to you by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation. As Aldape with the Parker Properties kickoff, it's high. It's going to be fair caught again at the 6-yard line, and I now know that that's going to be placed at the 25-yard line where Wichita Falls will start this drive. Tony, you got a scoring summary for me?
Your Wise Choice Meats scoring summary.
Let me hit the reboot button.
Okay. Started off on the Eagle 42, and it was all Preston Escobar to either Nate Palmer or Hunter Smith that entire series. Nate running the ball, Hunter with some amazing catches, and it culminated in Eleazar Aldape 3-point score, which was a 38-yard field goal.
Of which we don't have a sponsor for.
Of which we do not.
Something we don't have to remember to say. First and 10 Coyotes from their own 25. Passes complete short right. Player comes out to the 20, looks like the 29-yard line. Short gain of 3. Tackle there by Antoine Gilbreth.
Great read by Antoine.
The 28-yard line, second down.
Had Brody Edens ready him all the way, but Brody wasn't able to get to him. Antoine able to take him out of bounds.
Second and 7 Coyotes from their own 27. There's your snap. Quarterback looks to throw deep down the right side. It's going to be off the fingertips of number 28, Eric Powell, who had the first rushing touchdown for the Coyotes. And that'll bring up 3rd and long.
Man, I really think the quarterback was able to set his feet. He would have made that pass. He was on the run, and it was just a little off his fingertips.
2 receivers wide to each side. Ball spotted on the right hash. Decatur shows blitz by both of their inside linebackers. Now Wichita Falls gets a play call from their sideline. Resets. There's your snap. Ledesma looks to throw. Under pressure. Now he rolls to his right. Directing traffic, throws it, and it's incomplete. He was looking for number 3, Keandre Fleeks, and just nothing there, and Wichita Falls will have to punt this one away.
Good defense there by Cade Brazil, just shadowing Fleeks and making sure that he wasn't able to get to the play.
I tell you what, if that ball, it was kind of went off of his hands and went out of bounds, if it had gone in the other direction, Antoine was there, right there for the tip drill.
Oh, yeah.
Landon Feltz back to receive this Coyote punt. He's standing at the Decatur 36. Snap is back. The punt is away. It's a bad punt. It's going to be short. Decatur's going to get this one in Wichita Falls territory. I just don't know where. They're going to mark it.
Right at the 40?
Yep, about the 40-yard line.
At the 40-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Eagles.
So the Decatur offense will take the field again with great field possession.
Sorry,
position
it's
and
contagious.
possession.
Somebody reboot Pat.
Yeah, please.
doot, just like Charlie did to me.
Devin James comes into the ballgame for the first time tonight in a two-back set. He'll motion out of the backfield. Escobar's going to keep this one himself, trying to get the corner on the far side. It's being strung out and slung out of bounds after a gain of about 2.
Just good pursuit by that defensive line from Wichita Falls.
That was Cameron Gould that had that pursuit along the line of scrimmage. The running back also playing inside linebacker.
Now, Devin James did have a good block, but had we been able to pick up a few more, that would have been a different play.
On 2nd and 8, they'll hand it to James. He's up the middle, met at the line of scrimmage, leans forward, gains maybe 2 yards. They're going to spot this at the 35.
Right at 37-yard line.
It looks like it's going to be on the...
Ball's offside on the Coyotes.
Oh.
Whoa.
We'll take it.
That'll work.
So now we got 2nd down and 3. Ball at the Coyote 33. Two-back set with Escobar. James will motion out of the backfield. They hand it to Palmer up the middle. Works his way to the 30-yard line, and that's going to be a first down. Another first down brought to you by Krisha Heston, Parker Properties.
That was Charles Easterling, number 62, on that stop.
3:15 and counting on your James Wood scoreboard here in your Rosenbaum Dental first period. 7-3 is your score. Wichita Falls with the lead. On 1st and 10, Escobar throws it complete to James here on the near side. Tackle made just inside the 30 at the 28. Short gain of 2.
You know what? I got to say, despite Hanging Chad's warning about saying Coyotes and Coyotes, say Coyotes, not Coyotes. He's been saying Coyotes multiple times. He may be in trouble.
I alternate. 2nd and 8 as Palmer motions out of the backfield. Escobar throws it complete to Feltz, short right. And there's some Coyotes right there to gobble him up. Maybe, I don't think any gain on that play. They'll spot it again at the 28 and bring up 3rd down and 8.
One of the things that I'm noticing early along in this game is the Wichita Falls Coyotes are really good tacklers. They don't miss many.
You are absolutely correct, Charlie. They hit low, they wrap.
On 3rd and 8, Escobar will hand it to Palmer, coming to the left. He's met at the 25-yard line. He fumbled it, and here goes Wichita Falls back the other way. They picked it up, and Escobar's the only man, and he does push out number 24, Ivy Kelly, out of bounds at the Decatur 25. But 2nd turnover here in the first period by the Eagles. And this one probably took some points off the board, as Decatur was getting close at least to Aldape's field goal range.
Yeah, and very uncharacteristic of Palmer. I think that's the first fumble he's had.
I can't recall one.
By the way, I did actually look up what a group of Coyotes is called.
It's a band.
A band.
Really?
A route or a pack. Either one of the
All three of those will go?
Yeah.
Well, on 1st and 10 from the Decatur 25, this band of Coyotes lines up with 2 receivers wide to each side. They hand it off. Plenty of Eagles there just at the line of scrimmage. Short gain of maybe 1 for number 28, Eric Powell. Three receivers split wide left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 9. Ledesma looks to throw it. Steps up in the pocket, under pressure. Throws it on the near side. It's incomplete. Good coverage there by Cade. No, that's Jacob Haynes right there. Knocked it out of the hands of Caden Justice. That'll bring up 3rd down and 9.
Once again, Decatur's defense stepping up in a big way.
Powell in the backfield with Ledesma. 2 receivers wide to each side. 3rd and 9. There's your snap. Ledesma looks to throw. He throws it right. Incomplete. Looking for number 5, Jadon Williams. And it was in and out of his hands. It'll bring up 4th down.
I imagine since they're against the wind, this is not field goal territory for them, so they've got to go for it.
It looks like they are. And it's Powell getting the call in the backfield. Keandre Fleeks split far to the left. Now one receiver comes in motion from near side to far side. Ledesma looks to throw it. He's under pressure. Directing traffic. Lobs it complete to Powell at the 5-yard line for a touchdown.
Powell was wide open.
Yeah. That's Powell's 2nd touchdown of the night. A 24-yard touchdown pass from Ledesma to Powell with 1:05 left here in your Rosenbaum Dental first period. There's your snap, the hold, the kick is good, and it is 14-3. Wichita Falls over Decatur. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back after these messages.
Hi, this is Sam the Concrete Man, and we've been providing residential and commercial concrete services since 1989 with a team of expert concrete installers. If you're looking for reliable, experienced concrete, Sam the Concrete Man is the concrete company for you. We're dependable, have great track record, and always put our customers first. Contact us today at 817-230-4512 for our on-site free estimate. We also service Denton, Wise, Parker, and Tarrant counties. Go Eagles!
Hey, Casey Caraway with the Caraway team. I'm here to check on Chase Chapman with Chapman Landscape and Irrigation. I assure you, he's one of the hardest working guys in the business. I'm always seeing him in the field. He never takes a day off. He's always going, let's check on him. I know he's on his lunch break. Let's just say hi real quick.
God, what are you doing? Dude, I'm about to go hunting. It's deer season. Man, I got a huge deer on camera, man.
Stop. Cut. Do you ever work?
Welcome back to Eagle Football on Decatur Sports Network, presented by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation. After that 24-yard touchdown pass from Ledesma to Eric Powell that put Wichita Falls up 14-3, Brody Edens with a fair catch of the pooch kick, and Decatur will start this next drive from its own 40. Minute 5 left here in your Rosenbaum Dental first period. 2 receivers wide right, Hunter Smith alone to the left. Escobar takes the snap and rolls right. No pressure. Just going to throw that one out of bounds. Nobody open.
There was nothing there at all.
And we'll regroup for 2nd down.
Yep. You know, 2 uncharacteristic fumbles from the Decatur offense have both resulted in touchdowns for the Coyotes.
Cooper Stastny in now at wingback. Your other receivers look like Luke White on the far side along with Landon Feltz and Hunter Smith. Escobar will hand it to Palmer, trying to get around the far side, and he does. He's into Coyote territory, down inside the 40, all the way inside the 35. Looks like they're going to spot him at the 36. I guess he stepped out. That's really the first space that Nate has been able to find tonight.
So far the entire game.
They'd had him bottled up pretty much until that run. That's a Christia Heston Parker Properties first down. Decatur offense really needing to put something together and put one in the end zone, really.
Yes.
Make a little statement, get some confidence back. 1st and 10. Handoff Palmer up the middle. Nice hole inside the 30 all the way down to the 29. They'll call it the 28, a gain of 9. So 2 nice runs in a row for Nate.
Good blocking there by Connor Skelly, number 67, was able to open that hole up just enough for Nate to get through.
So 2nd and 2 is what they'll call it on your James Wood scoreboard. There's your snap. They'll hand it to Palmer again. He's met at the line of scrimmage. He's going to be dropped, I think, just shy of the line to gain, which is about the 26.5-yard line. They're going to mark it at the 27.
That was a Brigman Stewart blitz again. I mean, he is wreaking havoc. When he blitzes, he is in the backfield so fast, it's not even funny.
Now we've got some whistles. And, that is the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the Rosenbaum Dental first period. We'll take a break. Your score 14-3. We'll be back with the start of your second period, brought to you by NRS right after this.
Hawkins Funeral Home is Wise County's only locally owned funeral home and has been serving Wise County and the surrounding area since 1906. The staff at Hawkins Funeral Home is available to you 24/7, 365. Call Hawkins Funeral Home at 940-627-5959 or visit one of their 3 locations in Decatur, Bridgeport, or Boyd. Hawkins Funeral Home, proud supporter of Wise County youth and education and sports.
Hey Wise County, Erico AC and Heat is honored to support the Decatur Eagles. Since 1982, Erico has been Wise County's premier HVAC specialist, taking care of all your heating and cooling needs, as well as sales, refrigeration, and installation services. If you're in need of HVAC assistance, call us at 940-627-5882 or check us out online at eriehvac.com. Let's go Eagles! Woo!
3rd and 1 for Decatur from their own 27. The handoff up the middle, and that's going to be good for the first down to the 25. That was Palmer on the carry.
Well, Decatur needing to stay slow and methodical on this. Get this thing punched in, like you said, Pat. Get some confidence back.
On 1st and 10, they'll have a tight end on the left side, and that's the side they'll give it to Palmer, trying to get the edge. He's tackled there. That was a nice tackle by number 6, Caden Justice. That's going to drop Nate for a loss of 1.
That was 8 also, Guadalupe Anguino.
What?
Number 8.
Say the name again.
Guadalupe Anguino.
Really?
Yeah. Angiano Anguino.
Sounds like tequila.
Pistol formation on 2nd and 11. They'll hand it to Palmer. He makes a spin move at the line of scrimmage. Now another. Had to work hard for that 4-yard gain. That's going to be inside the 25 to the 23.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll show 3rd down and 7 on your scoreboard as we're early here in your second period. Decatur trailing 14-3. Pistol formation, play fake. Escobar rolls to his right, throws it complete to Stastny. Inside the 15, slips and falls at the 13. But that's going to be good enough for a Decatur first down and puts them inside the Case IH red zone for the second time tonight.
Man, Cooper, I think he could have gotten another 5 or 10 out of that had he not slipped.
Pistol formation again with 2 receivers wide right. There's your snap. Handoff Palmer. Hesitates at the line of scrimmage. Now explodes forward. Nice hole. Nice patience on gain of 8. All the way down to the 9-yard line by Nate.
He does have a quick accelerator. When he decides where he wants to go, he's putting the ground and he's on.
Well, and his intelligence shows through on this also, because this defense is varying it up so much with their blitzes and then just being quick to the ball and then delaying, that Nate's got to pay attention to all that.
He'll motion out of the backfield on 2nd and 3. Escobar is going to keep it himself. He's inside the 5 toward the goal line, and he's in. Touchdown, Preston Escobar. With just under 10 minutes left here in your NRS second period.
Exactly what we needed right there.
That's going to bring your score to 14-9, pending this extra point by Aldape. That touchdown brought to you by McLaughlin Tire. No, I'm sorry. McLaughlin Supply. The extra point is Decatur Tire. We'll work them in one way or the other.
One way or another, by goodness.
The snap and the hold are good, and so is the kick, and it is 14-10. We'll be right back with more Eagle football after these messages.
Fuzzy's Taco Shop is your one-stop taco shop. For breakfast, brunch, lunch, dinner, hang time, game time, you get the picture. Our Fuzzy's Baja-inspired tacos, nachos, burritos, and fresh salads are perfect for any time of the day. Grab your ticket stub and head into your local Fuzzy's in Decatur today or tomorrow for free chips and queso with a $5 purchase.
S&J Pharmacy at 1101 West Eagle Drive can fill prescriptions in 15 minutes or less with fast and friendly service. They also offer same-day compounding, private consultations, medication therapy management, immunizations, B12 shots, a convenient drive-through window, and free home delivery. S&J Pharmacy accepts all major insurance plans, including Blue Cross and TRICARE. Open Monday through Friday 9 to 6 and 9 to 1 on Saturdays. Call 940-627-5400. That's 627-5400 for S&J Pharmacy in Decatur.
Welcome back to Memorial Stadium. Eagle football on Decatur Sports Network, which is presented by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation. Your Parker Properties kickoff by Aldape is high and short. Fair catch made at the 15 by Eric Powell. Tony, got a scoring summary for us?
Pat, your Wise Choice Meats scoring summary started off with a run by Nate Palmer, and then another run by Nate Palmer, and then another run by Nate Palmer, and then, oh, hey, Cooper Stasny decides that he's going to jump in there with a good reception from Preston Escobar. Nate runs again, and then Nate with an 8-yard run into the end zone with an Eliezer Aldape extra point. Your score 14-10.
So Wichita Falls will start this drive from its own 25-yard line. Ledesma in shotgun. He'll hand it off to Powell. He just gets across the line of scrimmage out to about the 27, gain of 1, maybe 2.
Correction. Jordan Mitchell on the carry.
All right, Decatur defense.
Second down and 8 for Wichita Falls. 9:18 on your James Wood scoreboard left in this second period. There's your snap. Ledesma with a play fake. Looks to throw it. He's going to go deep down the far side. Looking for a man. He's well covered there by Jacob Haynes.
Jacob in perfect position right there. The ball was overthrown a little bit, but I think had that been on point, Jacob would have been able to do something.
Oh, he had perfect coverage.
Yes.
So 3rd and long for Wichita Falls now. Again, your score 14-10. Coyotes over the Eagles. Plenty of time left here before halftime for Decatur to get back and take the lead again. Now we've got flags. It's going to be illegal procedure on the Coyotes. Corbin Owens trots in. Ethan Talley will come out, give him a break on that defensive line. Tobin Petrie at nose tackle. And Hunter Chenault, the right defensive inside. Your linebackers for the Eagles, Lane Heston, Brody Edens, Wyatt Vinzant, and Lando Henry. 3rd down and 13 now for the Coyotes. 2 receivers wide to each side. Now one will come in motion to the near side. There's your snap. Ledesma under pressure from Chenault from the backside, and he's got him. Reeled him in. That's going to be, I think, the first sack of the night for the Eagle defense. And
it is. It's just a never say die right there, man. Hunter just stayed with it.
Forces another Coyote punt. Landon Feltz will line up deep to receive this one.
Well, his last punt was about 15 yards. Let's see what.
This one's a little better.
Yeah.
It's a lot better. And it's fumbled by Feltz, but he picks it up all the way back at the Decatur 30. Now breaks a tackle, makes a move, reverses his field. He's inside the 50, into Bulldog territory, and here goes Landon Feltz. Almost broke it.
Oh, man.
All the way to the 30-yard line, and but for number 21, Ian Beasley, Landon Feltz would have had an electric return for a touchdown. It was electric as is, but my goodness, what a return by number 10.
Talk about turning a catastrophe into a Sunday
There was a lot of zigging and zagging.
There was a lot of zigging and zagging, yes.
So Decatur will start this drive from the Coyote 30-yard line. They'll hand it to Palmer. Now he'll give it to Antoine on a reverse, trying to get around the far side. There's a flag down. Antoine's around the corner, and he's going to go into the end zone, but let's see what this flag is. Everybody's pointing against Decatur. Looks like it's going to be a hold, or but it's coming back.
It's going to be, it's a hold.
It was thrown real early in that play, too. They are going to call holding. Didn't get a number on it. I don't see a replay here either. But unfortunately, that's going to take a touchdown off the board for the Eagles and march them back 10. First down and 20 from the Coyote 40-yard line. Devin James is going to run off. Antoine is going to come in at receiver along with Stastny. A lot of movement as Escobar gets his players set on 1st and 20. There's your snap. Handoff Palmer up the middle. Breaks a tackle into the secondary. Makes another man miss. He's got the Eagle first down. That's a run of 22 yards for Nate inside the Coyote 20 down to the 17. And Decatur in business in the Case IH red zone.
Man, just great footwork by Nate right there. Breaking a few tackles, a couple of them ankle breakers.
1st and 10, they'll hand it to him again. Hesitates at the line of scrimmage. Nice gain, pushing towards the 10-yard line. That's where they'll spot it. Gain of 8. And, after the first couple of drives, the Coyotes kind of had Nate bottled up. The last two, he's been having his way.
Opened it up. Yes, sir.
Second and 3 for the Eagles. They'll go in a pistol formation from the Coyote 10-yard line. They trail 14-10. They'll hand it to Palmer, going left, trying to get the edge.
Another flag.
I don't see it. Where is it?
Right at number 70.
Another holding penalty. Oh, there it is. Oh, man.
Isaac Ibarra had another pancake. He just kind of laid there. It was pretty funny.
James is going to check in and give Palmer a breather. But after that penalty is marked off, they're going to spot it at the 20-yard line. And that's going to bring up 2nd down and 13 for Decatur. Again, under 7 minutes here in your NRS second period. Your score 14-10. Wichita Falls on your James Wood scoreboard. Pistol formation with James behind Escobar. There's your snap. They'll hand it to James. Coming around the near side. Works his way toward the 15-yard line. He's got it. That's where they'll spot it. Gain of 5. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 8 for the Eagles.
24 from Wichita Falls. That was Ivy Kelly on that stop. He was doing his best to try to strip that ball. James was having none of it.
Receivers on the field for Decatur: Hunter Smith, Antoine Gilbert, and Carter Riggins. Stastny in at tight end on the left side. From a pistol, they'll hand it to James. Coming left. Met at the 15 and dropped. No gain.
Man, once again, that was Brigman Stewart on the backside blitz.
So 4th down and 8 for Decatur.
Well, no, he pursued down the line of scrimmage.
They're going to leave their offense on the field. Ball spotted on the left hash. James in the backfield. 3 receivers wide right. Hunter Smith alone to the left. There's your snap. Escobar looks to throw. Looks left. Looking for Hunter Smith. He's got him at the 5, and he's got him for the first down.
Perfect call by the offensive coordinator for Decatur.
1st and 10 for the Eagles.
So the Eagles now in business. 1st and goal at the Coyote 5. Again, your score 14-10 Wichita Falls over Decatur. But the Eagles knocking at the door. unbalanced to the right, and they'll hand it to Palmer coming to the right, trying to get the edge with a stiff arm. Makes a man miss. Churning for the goal line, stretches out, and he's in. Nice run by Nate. That was one of the best 5-yard touchdown runs I've seen in a while.
Oh, that when he came around the side, that stiff arm he gave to create space between him and the defender, and then that stretch out right there at the end.
Yeah, he added an extra 1.5 yards as he stretched his body and reached towards the goal line. That touchdown brought to you by McLaughlin Supply. So Decatur takes its first lead of the night, 16-14, pending this Decatur Tire extra point. There's your snap, the hold, the kick. It's good. And with 5:03 left in your NRS second period, it's 17-14 Decatur. We'll be right after these messages.
Cobb Rental, located in Decatur, has the best selection of prices in the Wise County area on equipment rentals and sales. They have skid steers, lifts, trenchers, welders, forklifts, excavators, backhoes, and much more on hand and ready to go to work for you. Whether you need heavy-duty backhoes or trailers for transport, chances are Cobb Rental will have what you're looking for. Come see us at FM 51 in Decatur or online at CobbRentalAndEquipment.com. Good luck, Eagles, from Cobb Rental in Decatur.
Bison Creek Homes is an established home builder in Decatur, proudly serving Wise County and surrounding areas. With an in-house licensed architect and interior designer, Bison Creek Homes has been leading the way in innovative home designs such as modern, contemporary, farmhouse, Texas Hill Country designs, and more. Come put our many years of construction experience to work for you. Visit BisonCreekHomes.com and check out the many beautiful homes we have built. And go Eagles!
Welcome back to Memorial Stadium. Eagle football presented to you by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation. Your Parker Properties kickoff is away. Fair catch made at the 11-yard line by Powell.
Pat, your Wise Choice Meat scoring summary is started off with a couple of Nate Palmer runs. One of them was negated by an offensive holding for 10 yards. Palmer went out. Devin James came in and was able to scamper for a couple of really decent runs. And then we had a pass complete to Hunter Smith for 10 yards. And then Nate was back in for a 4-yard run and the TD with an Eleazar Aldape extra point. Decatur leading 17-14.
You know, big play in that drive was that 4th and 8. Did you mention that when a pass on 4th down, 8 yards to go, they hit Hunter Smith down to the 5.
Exactly.
That was the play right there.
That was a key play.
So the Coyotes will start from their own 30-yard line, 1st and 10. They now trail for the first time in the ball game, 17-14. Handoff Powell, met at the line of scrimmage and hung on to by Lane Heston. I don't know who made the first contact at the line of scrimmage, and Powell tried to bounce to the outside, and Lane was able to grab his shoulder pad and hang on and drop him for no gain. It'll bring up 2nd and 10 for Wichita Falls.
That was Lando Henry on the initial contact.
3 receivers wide left, 1 to the right as Ledesma works out of the shotgun. Now they'll look to the sideline for a play call. Ledesma will move Powell from his right side to his left. Now he'll hand it to him. Powell just gets across the line of scrimmage for another short gain out to the 32-yard line. That'll bring up 3rd down and 8.
You know, I got to say, Patty, that their running backs started off strong, but they're starting to peter out here late in the second quarter.
Well, they don't. I haven't seen Cameron Gould in the backfield since maybe the second possession, number 4.
That was causing all the problems.
Yeah,
that's absolutely right.
I haven't seen him. I think he's been on defense, but on 3rd and 8, Ledesma rolls, passes incomplete here on the near side. Brody McClure there to add a little salt to the wound. And that's going to bring up another punting formation or punting situation for Wichita Falls.
Yeah, Decatur's defense just on point right now.
Couple of scores around the area. Gainesville and Bridgeport tied at 7. Chico trails Munster 28-0. Springtown over Mineral Wells 28-9 in the second quarter. We'll get to some more in just a moment after the punt. Punts away. It's high, end over end. It hits to the Decatur 36. Takes a Wichita Falls bounce inside the 25. They'll down it at the 22. This is going to be the worst field position the Eagles have had all night as they start this possession with 3:32 left in the NRS second period. Get back to some of these scores. Alvord trails Tioga 14-0. Snyder over Graham 14-0. Anna, I call out scores of teams we've played. Anna leads Kaufman 7-0. Stephenville over Waxahachie Life 14-0. First and 10 Decatur. They'll hand it to Palmer, and he's got a big hole. He's into the secondary, breaks a tackle all the way across the 40 out to the 44, and another big gain for Nate Palmer. And I think this Decatur offensive line is just starting to wear down the Coyotes on the defensive line.
They really are. Number 7 was on the stop right there, Guy Izagita, but he got up limping after that play.
Escobar moves Feltz from his left side down here to the right, which is the near side of the field to us. Pistol formation, first and 10, play fake. Escobar rolls to his left, being pressured. He just kind of throws it in the dirt. Kyler Crow was covered, and Escobar again making a really good decision again tonight. Threw that one in the dirt, and we'll just start over instead of taking a loss or a turnover.
Yeah, nice work. He scanned the field, saw that there was nothing there, and just extended the clock and the play to make sure they could get it out of bounds.
Pistol formation again with the tight end on the left side on second and 10. Handoff Palmer up the middle. Not much working room, maybe a gain of 3, maybe 4 out to the 49-yard line. Is there a penalty flag?
Don't see one.
Yep,
holding.
Holding against the Eagles. What's that, 4 of them?
Yeah. Sure Coach Huff will have something to say about mental errors.
I never did see the flag.
No, same here.
But after that holding penalty is marked off, it's second and 20 for Decatur inside their 35 at the 34. Under 3 minutes now in your NRS second period. They'll hand it to Palmer. Met at the line of scrimmage, breaks a tackle, bounces outside. He's going to be stopped for no gain. That was number 8, Guadalupe Aguiano. I had to pause and wait to hear how the PA guy said it before I was going to say it.
So it's Anguiano?
Yep.
Okay.
So third down and 20, they call it, still. On your James Wood scoreboard, 3 receivers wide right, 1 to the left. Escobar's going to throw it. I've got a flag, whistles. It's probably illegal procedure.
There's a flag on the play.
Illegal procedure on the Eagles.
Man, that same ref, he is flag happy.
False start called on Decatur.
Oh, false start, yeah.
Yeah, Hunter Smith was on his way to the end zone. He was about at the 30 when that play.
Before it was snapped.
Finally heard a whistle, but I think that's where they were going. They had a one-on-one on the far side over there.
Well, third down, and it looks like 25. They only have it 20 on the scoreboard.
Looks like we got a timeout.
Our first Grand Pools timeout of the night with 1:59 left in your NRS second period. Let's take a break. We'll be right back.
Fit and Wise in Decatur is proud to provide sports medicine and therapy programs for all North Texas athletes with injury clinics on Saturday mornings. Their sports and therapy program features an experienced sports medicine team, a wide range of team and extreme sports programs, and physical therapy and rehabilitation services to keep you on top of your game. Fit and Wise has a state-of-the-art therapy location right here in Decatur, along with others around the Metroplex. Come by and visit our friendly staff or visit us online at fitandwise.com.
Texas Farm Bureau Insurance in Wise County has protected fellow Texans with auto, home, and life insurance since 1963. We have 2 locations in Decatur and Bridgeport that serve over 4,500 members in Wise County and the surrounding areas. Whether you're wrangling cattle or kiddos, we're proud to protect all fellow Texans in all Texan ways of life. Kelly Lynch, Doyle Lowe, Lisa Bradshaw, Chris Hanlon, and Monty Houston are located in the Decatur office across from James Wood Motors. Lisa Bryant and Todd Vineyard are located in the heart of Bridgeport on Halsell Street. Give us a call or stop by and speak to one of our 6 local agents. Coverage and discounts are subject to qualifications, and policy terms may vary by situation.
Third down and 25 for Decatur from their own 28. screen pass complete to Palmer on the near side. Got a little room to work, but he's going to be well short, and another penalty flag. And if it's another holding penalty on Decatur, they're going to, I've already seen the coach for Wichita Falls. He's going to decline it. Well, we can't say that the first half was free of mistakes.
No, I would say the polar opposite of that.
2 uncharacteristic turnovers, a fumble by Escobar when he got hit from the blind side on a passing play, and a fumble by Nate Palmer that was returned back to the 20. Those are really the catalysts for the Coyotes' only 2 touchdowns, only scores of the game, and just a lot of penalties by Decatur in this first half.
Decatur, I think, 6 or 7 right now, and all of them, all they're doing is just, delaying them from getting further downfield. That's absolutely it. Their execution is fine when they're able to make a play, but then they have a mental error, and it just pushes them back again.
Well, in fact, this is the first Decatur punt of the night. Jacob Haynes in a punting formation. Keandre Fleek stands at the Coyote. Snap was high. Haynes able to get it and kick us away. It's a little bit short. Stops at the 36, maybe 37-yard line of Wichita Falls. And that's where they'll start this drive. 1:29 left before half, as Wichita Falls will try to drive down and put some points on the scoreboard, either tie or take the lead before halftime. Decatur will receive the opening kickoff of the second half as they won the coin toss and deferred.
It was a rough snap there. Jacob was able to, he bobbled it and then was able to get it under control and get that punt off.
So on 1st and 10, Coyotes will have 2 receivers split to each side. There's your snap. Ledesma looks to throw it. Incomplete. Looking for Jacoby Clay on the near side. Lane Heston there on the coverage. Bring up second down.
It just seems like his passes are just a little off. Not really egregious, but at times, maybe 3 or 4 inches, and the receiver will be able to bring it down.
2nd and 10. Ledesma looks to throw again. He's under pressure from Chenault. Now spins out of it. Nice move. Looking downfield, he's going to throw it away. Man, he did good just to get away from Hunter Chenault. Pulled the old Tony Romo backspin.
The back, yes. Had some good blocking right there to help create space, and then just got rid of it.
The spin, though, is where the Romo comparison stopped.
Yes, exactly.
3rd and 10 for the Coyotes.
Yeah, he didn't hurt his back,
to each side.
so,
Now they'll look to the sideline for a change in the play call. Gould is back in the backfield now on this set of downs for the Coyotes. They'll send a receiver in motion. Ledesma looks to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Being pressured. We got a flag on the field and a sack. Is that Chenault again?
Let's see. That is slowly to get up.
Yep, Hunter Chenault with his 2nd sack. The penalty is going to be against the Coyotes. I'm sure that Decatur probably will decline it.
I think he landed on Chenault and kind of knocked the breath out of him.
Yeah, for a guy that made a sack, he didn't celebrate.
There was no celebration at all.
He was just happy to get up.
Yeah.
So it is going to be 4th down for the Coyotes. 1:12 left in your NRS second period, and
that quick 3 and out was a good breather for Decatur.
Well, and it helped with the I think there's only about 20 seconds ran off the clock that entire possession.
Yep.
Gilbreth back now at the 35 to receive this punt. The snap is high. It's on the turf. Decatur's going to get it and recover it on the 22.
Well, now, the last 2 snaps for their punts have been a little high, but not that bad.
Yeah, that one just punter couldn't reel it in, and it hit the turf, and time for Decatur to see if we can extend our lead.
1:08 left. This is just prime opportunity here.
You know what I smell? Number 7.
Well, Nate Palmer. Nate Palmer run to the right.
Little Nate Palmer burn.
2-back set on 1st and 10. James will motion out of the backfield. They'll hand it to Palmer. Oh. He's met by Gould in the backfield, and Decatur's going to have to call a timeout. Stop the clock on that one. 1:02 left in the NRS second period. Let's take a quick one too, Charlie. We'll be right back after these messages.
Build or buy your dream home with help from the mortgage experts at First National Bank Mortgage. Mortgage money man Mark Goodwin will help you build or buy the home of your dreams in Wise County. Our office is now open in Bridgeport, and we're ready to get to work on your new home loan. Why trust your mortgage to anyone else? First National Bank Mortgage, now open in Bridgeport. Apply online at mortgagemoneyman.com. NMLS 543312, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
This is Eagle Football on Decatur Sports Network, presented by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation. Second and 11, Decatur with 1:02 left in the half. Decatur with the lead on the James Wood scoreboard, 17-14. But they have the ball at the Coyote 24-yard line, second and 11. Luke White and Landon Feltz are the receivers here on the near side. A two-back set with Escobar. There's your snap. Play fake. Escobar looks over the middle. He's going to throw a wheel route looking for Palmer, and he just overthrows him by about a yard. He was wide open. That was a touchdown, just a little bit too much there by Preston.
Escobar's pass incomplete.
Preston got excited. He saw it. Nate saw it. Just a little too much juice on that ball.
Stastny will come in now, and James will check out. The Eagles will bring three receivers wide to the right side. Hunter Smith alone to the left. Third and 11. There's your snap. Escobar looks right. Throws it across the middle. Complete. Now fumbled. That was to Cooper Stastny. And he had it, and then it was just jarred loose by, looked like number 24, Ivy Kelly.
Yeah, Kelly with a big hit on Stastny.
So a decision here for Coach Huff. Looks like he's going to go for it on 4th and 11. 51 seconds left before half. Same formation for Decatur. Escobar looks to Coach Huff. Now gives a signal and asks for the snap. There it is. Whistles. Timeout Decatur. Let's just stay right here. Since I have so much to say.
Let's stay right here and
silence. Enjoy the silence.
I was getting my phone out to see if I could get some scores, some of the ones that I missed before, and I'll go with Paradise playing Peaster. Their score 14-6. That's not been updated since the first quarter, but again, Ponder 7-0 over Boyd. Stephenville now 14-7 over Waxahachie Life. Anna 13-7 over Kaufman. Tioga still 14-0 over Alvord. Snyder slapping in Graham Steers at 21-0. I'm not real sure, having some conversation with some people earlier this week, I'm not real sure that Graham is at full strength. I think they may have some players suspended, and I think Hershey as well. Springtown 28-9 over Mineral Wells. Munster all over Chico 28-0. As the Eagles line up here on 4th and 11. Two receivers wide to each side. And Palmer in the backfield to Escobar's left. And now Wichita Falls is going to call timeout. Let's take one as well, Charlie. Another Grand Pools timeout. 50 seconds left in the half. We'll be right back.
The law firm of Kernot and Hafer is once again a proud sponsor of Decatur Eagle with its Decatur office located on the Decatur Town Square. The firm includes local attorney Pat Wadlington and focuses on litigation and dispute management within a wide range of areas, including family and custody issues, business and commercial disputes, estate and inheritance matters, and personal injury and death cases. Kernot and Hafer, friendly, professional, direct, and strong. We're there when you need us.
Welcome back, Eagles fans. Situation is
we need to score.
50 seconds left to go in the second quarter.
Caught me sleeping at the wheel
Eagles
there.
With the ball. Pat's woken up from his nap.
You know, it's a little warm in here. Did you notice that?
It's because we have the window open.
That would do it.
It's also why we can't hear, because that PA announcer sounds like he's sitting right next to me.
Yes.
4th and 11, two receivers wide to each side for the Eagles. Also the Eagles.
The Egglets.
Yeah. Escobar in a shotgun looks to throw it. Under pressure, steps up in the pocket. He's on his feet. He's going to try to run for it. He's going to be stopped short. They're going to stop him at the 19-yard line, and the Coyotes will take over on downs, but just with 42 seconds left before halftime. 17-14 Decatur is your score on the James Woods scoreboard.
Well, Decatur's defense going to be asked again to step up and make some magic.
Your defensive line looks like it's going to be Talley, Chenault, and Owens at nose tackle. Coyotes will send 3 receivers wide to the near side. There's your snap. Ledesma's going to hand it off to Porter. Trying to get the edge on the near side, and a short gain of 1. He'll stay in bounds, and the clock's going to continue to run.
Brought down by the Vendozer, but it looks like got somebody hurt.
Injured
got a player
player.
down, yep.
Can you get a number on it?
No, I got a ref in the way. Looks like we got a cramp.
Hand me those binoculars right there, Tony. No. See what I can see.
Some of the scores from last night, Brownwood played San Angelo Lakeview and
it's 5.
Thumped them 60-13.
Oh!
See, the most unfortunate score from yesterday is
the one that happened right here.
The one that happened right here,
Yep.
and the hated Abilene Wiley Bulldogs won over Ryder about 1 stinking point.
In the last few minutes, too, they were down 2 scores with about 3 minutes to go. Uh-oh.
No bueno.
We're still on?
Yeah. Yeah, you're good. I'm on down here. Must be your.
Okay.
Must be you.
Elected to take a 10-second runoff instead of using their timeout.
Now, one thing Wichita Falls has in their video feed is they've got the clock tied in with their system, which is pretty slick.
That's handy for you, isn't it?
It is. I have just shut the clock off and have not worried about it.
So 2nd down and 7 for the Coyotes. Well, they're letting the clock run.
Yeah,
they're not even going to take a snap.
No, there's 1 second more on the play clock than there is on the game clock. So they're done.
Well, that'll do it for your NRS second period. We'll go to the locker rooms with Decatur with a 3-point lead, 17-14. We'll be back with your halftime show, which will consist of an interview with Coach Huff and also your Big Blue Marching Band. You're listening to Eagle Football on Decatur Sports Network.
At Outlaw Equine, our goal is to help you and your veterinarian succeed in maintaining the soundness of your horse. Dr. Harvey welcomes referrals from his colleagues and corresponds via telephone and video throughout the length of their stay. Our staff takes great pride in the body condition and level of fitness of every horse that leaves our facility. Come see us today at 2124 County Road 4127 or call us at 940-626-8387. Outlaw Equine, where the champions go.
Hi, neighbor. If you want to win state, don't fumble the ball. Pass it to Ryan Realty, the best quarterback in town. They will get you to the end zone and assist you in scoring the extra points. You'll recognize them in their hot pink jersey. For all your real estate needs, located just off the historic Decatur Town Square at 109 South Trinity Street, and their website is ryanrealtytx.com or call 940-626-9770. Ryan Realty, the best in town.
Stuck in a state of falling behind? Struggling to keep up with your kids' finances, insurance? Then let State Farm agent Teresa Mader help you simplify by handling your auto, home, and life insurance so you'll have more time for everything else. More money, too. So call State Farm agent Teresa Mader at 940-627-3006 today and get to a better state with State Farm.
Visit Teresa Mader State Farm at 1141 South FM 51 in Decatur. Go Eagles!
Welcome back, Eagles fans, to the Carrillo Sykes Tibbles halftime show. And we're going to bring the Eagle Dolls to you and then the Big Blue Marching Band. They've got a contest tomorrow, so they're going to play their contest show tonight. And I'll bring the whole thing to you. Just a quick reminder, this is the Eagle broadcast, so we may be talking over the Big Red Band as they come and play at halftime. But we're going to run over some scores later on, have the Coach Huff interview. But here's the Eagle Dogs for you.
The award-winning Decatur High School Eagle Dogs drill team.
Thanks to our man Tony Mooney for making the announcement. So
Wichita Falls, give it up to Decatur High School Big Blue Marching Band. The BB&B will be performing the 2022 show Heroes, featuring music from Life on Mars and enterprising young men from Star Trek and Nimrod from Enigma Variations. Drum makers for the BB&B are Chris Lopez, Bailey Johnson, and Jace Madison. Directors for the BB&B are Ginger Dillard, Brian Grubin, Caleb Hessert, Eric Lawson, Holly McNeil, and Eric McNeil. The section of the week is the band, as we wish them good luck at marching contest tomorrow. And the band also wishes Wichita Falls good luck tomorrow as well. Sit back and enjoy Heroes. the Decatur High School Big Blue Marching Band.
All right, stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Hi, neighbor. If you want to win state, don't fumble the ball. Pass it to Ryan Realty, the best quarterback in town. They will get you to the end zone and assist you in scoring the extra points. You'll recognize them in their hot pink jersey. For all your real estate needs, located just off the historic Decatur Town Square at 109 South Trinity Street, and their website is ryanrealtytx.com, or call 940-626-9770. Ryan Realty, the best in town.
Stuck in a state of falling behind? Struggling to keep up with your kids' finances, insurance? Then let State Farm agent Teresa Mader help you simplify by handling your auto, home, and life insurance so you'll have more time for everything else. More money, too. So call State Farm agent Teresa Mader at 940-627-3006 today and get to a better state with State Farm.
Visit Teresa Mader State Farm at 1141 South FM 51 in Decatur. Go Eagles!
Dynasty Overhead Door is the premier garage door company in North Texas. We offer garage door sales, installation, and repair services for both residential and commercial customers. If you're looking to replace your old unsightly garage door at home with a new one or add on another commercial overhead door in your warehouse, visit our Big Blue shop right off North Highway 287 in Decatur or online at dynastyoverheaddoor.com. Dynasty Overhead Door says, Go Eagles!
Do you need a new trailer? Texas Custom Trailers in Decatur has the perfect trailer for you. No matter what you're hauling, Texas Custom Trailers has a large selection of utility, flatbed, equipment, cargo, and livestock trailers in stock and ready to go to work for you. See all the brands, photos, and pricing at TexasCustomTrailers.com. You can also find trailer parts and expert repair at Texas Custom Trailers. Go see Texas Custom Trailers on 287 north of Decatur, and go Eagles!
Hi, this is Sam the Concrete Man, and we've been providing residential and commercial concrete services since 1989 with a team of expert concrete installers. If you're looking for reliable, experienced concrete, Sam the Concrete Man is the concrete company for you. We're dependable, have great track record, and always put our customers first. Contact us today at 817-230-4512 for our on-site free estimate. We also service Denton, Wise, Parker, and Tarrant counties. Go Eagles!
Welcome back to the Carrillo, Sups, and Tibbles halftime show here at Memorial Stadium. It's halftime between Decatur and Wichita Falls. Your score 17-14, Decatur on your James Wood scoreboard. Charlie, let's run through a few scores, if we don't mind. I want to start off with one that I haven't talked about just yet, but Victory Christian in Decatur walloped Grayson last night, 61-12. And I got a special shout out to my man, Dryce Neely. The big man had a touchdown and an extra point last night against Grayson. So congratulations to Dryce and all of the kids at Victory. Around the area in Division 4A, some scores of interest. Again, last night, Brownwood shellacked San Angelo Lakeview 60-13. Currently, also last night, Argyle over Frisco Emerson 24-10. Abilene Wiley against squeaked one out by 1 point against Wichita Falls Rider right here in this stadium last night. Now, from my understanding, it was quite a comeback. But Coach Lang out in Ballinger trails the Wall Hawks 15-0 at halftime. Bridgeport now trailing Gainesville 14-7 in the second quarter. Again, here at Memorial Stadium. Decatur 17, Wichita Falls 14.
Well, go ahead, Pat. I was going to just say out in West Texas, one of the teams we played earlier in the year, Pampa, leading Canyon 28-17, and also in that district, Canyon 18-0, Hereford. That's at halftime.
Yeah, those are teams that, we got to kind of keep an eye on when it comes playoff time because we'll be playing somebody from out there.
Yeah, what I'm hearing is that if we actually end up winning this district, which is not a given by any means, that we'll end up playing one of the likely would end up playing one of the El Paso schools.
First round?
Yeah, which puts us in Big Spring or Odessa or somewhere like that.
I'd rather do that in the first round than the second.
Just get it over with.
Yep. But Munster all over Chico, 28-0 at halftime. All of these scores are at half as well. Springtown 28, Mineral Wells 15. Graham finally gets on the scoreboard against Snyder, but Snyder leads 21-7. Tioga 21-7 over Alvord. Anna 13-7 over Kaufman. Stephenville extending its lead against Waxahachie Live to 28-7. Boyd and Ponder tied at 14. And Paradise up big over Peaster, 28-6.
Just some scores from around here where we are. Archer City, 14-7 over Haskell. Jacksboro is losing to Comanche, 29-11. Then we got Vernon winning over Breckenridge, 14-0. Where my cousin's place of residence in Seymour, smoking Electra, 42-0 at halftime. Alney, 14. Anson, 14. Your Bowie Jackrabbits, if you're interested in such things, 14-7 over Iowa Park. Bryson, 0. Gordon Longhorns, 58. That's a final. And Paducah and Harrell tied at 0 into the first. And Holiday over Henrietta, where I'm sure we will be stopping on the way home, 21-7. A couple of other scores from around. That's the ones within 50 miles of us.
Tony, you got any stats from our man Buddy Kirkland?
I do, Pat. So it's interesting. First quarter, 14-3 Wichita Falls. Second quarter, 14-0 Decatur.
Yep.
Game leaders right now, Preston Escobar, 9 of 15 with 77 yards. Nate Palmer, 19 carries for 95 yards and a TD. Hunter Smith, 5 receptions for 55. Wichita Falls has Ledesma, 7 of 14 for 48. Powell, 6 carries for 41 yards, a TD, and 1 reception for 28 yards and a TD. But, let me get down to the individual stats for Decatur.
Get down to the nitty-gritty.
Yeah. Nate Palmer, 19 runs for 95 yards. Landon, Preston, and Devin James bring up the rear of rushing. Receiving, like I said, Hunter Smith, Nate, Cooper, Devin, and Landon Feltz all have receptions. Defensively, Brody McClure is leading us with 3 tackles, 2 solos, 0.5 for a loss. Hunter Chenault not far behind him, 3, 3, and 2, and 1 for a loss. Eleazar Aldape, 1 field goal, 1 attempt. Jacob Haynes, 1 punt. But let me get down to it, and I'm not seeing it right now.
The nitty-gritty.
I thought you just did get down to it.
I'm getting further down to it.
I'm
trying to find
the more nitty-grittier.
The ugly one, which is the penalties.
Yeah.
And I'm not seeing that right now.
Well, we can
It's
just
a
say
lot.
it's a lot.
Here we go. Decatur, 6 for 60 yards.
And 5 of those, I think, were holding penalties.
5 were holding penalties.
And 1 was declined, so it's probably not even showing up on that stat.
Yep. 2 fumbles, both that resulted in touchdowns for Wichita Falls. Wichita Falls currently only has 3 penalties for 25 yards.
One of those was that right off the bat when they got that unsportsmanlike 15-yarder, or very early along in the first half.
Oh, yeah. And, the biggest telling piece of that is we've rushed for 144 yards versus Wichita Falls 54, and we have 12 first downs to their 5. But the penalties just absolutely killed us.
Well, it was 2 different quarters, like you said.
Yep.
I mean, and it was 14-3 at the end of the first Wichita Falls, and that was all because of the 2 Decatur turnovers. But for the Decatur turnovers and the mistakes and penalties, I think we'd have a commanding lead in this game instead of just being up 17-14. But it honestly says something about our football team that we played so poorly in the first half from that perspective that we still have a 3-point lead.
Yep. I did hear one of the coaches as I was going up to do the band announcing, well, that was an uninspiring half, which maybe we're going to come out this second half and Decatur is just going to take it to them, or at least that's what we hope.
Well, they talk about Decatur's fitness, and so we expect them to be able to outlast this gang of Coyotes here.
Well, Pat, you commented on that in, I think, the middle of the second quarter about how we were wearing them down, both defensively on the line and offensively.
Yeah, and if you remember, in addition to the mistakes that Decatur had, the first few possessions that I think if Wichita Falls had 50 or 60 yards rushing, 40 of it probably was in their first two drives. They were handed it to number 4, Cameron Gould, and he was churning out chunks of yardage, and it looked like that Decatur was going to have their hands full at the line of scrimmage. And then after about 2 or 3 possessions, I don't know if an adjustment was made or what, but Decatur
he
just
stayed on offense or defense, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Gould?
But it's Decatur just kind of took over the line of scrimmage in the next few drives, and if it wouldn't have been for those penalties and a couple of turnovers, I think, like I said, we'd have a much larger lead than we do presently. 8:15 left on your James Wood scoreboard, left in the half. Let's take a quick break, Charlie. When we come,
Hey, if it's all right, I'm going to let the audience finish watching the Big Red Band here, and then we'll take a break when they're done.
Yeah, as long as we don't miss Jacqueline Wenzel, our sideline reporter for tonight's game, with the halftime interview of Coach Huff. We see her over on the sideline, and Eagles not even out of the locker room yet. So we got plenty of time. Let's watch the band, and you take it over from here.
Gotcha.
All right, all you Coyote fans, on your feet for the traditional Block W and the Coyote fight song. Joining the band this evening is the Barwise 8th grade band students.
All right, that's the Wichita Falls High School Big Red Band, and we're going to take a quick break, and then we'll be right back with the coach's interview as the team comes back onto the field.
Hey, Casey Caraway with the Caraway team. I'm here to check on Chase Chapman on Chapman Landscape and Irrigation. I assure you, he's one of the hardest working guys in the business. I'm always seeing him in the field. He never takes a day off. He's always going, let's check on him. I know he's on his lunch break. Let's just say hi real quick.
Gosh! What are you doing? Dude, I'm about to go hunting. It's deer season. Man, I got a huge deer on camera, man.
Stop. Cut. Do you ever work?
Hawkins Funeral Home is Wise County's only locally owned funeral home and has been serving Wise County and the surrounding area since 1906. The staff at Hawkins Funeral Home is available to you 24/7, 365. Call Hawkins Funeral Home at 940-627-5959 or visit one of their 3 locations in Decatur, Bridgeport, or Boyd. Hawkins Funeral Home, proud supporter of Wise County youth and education and sports.
Hey Wise County, Erico AC and Heat is honored to support the Decatur Eagles. Since 1982, Erico has been Wise County's premier HVAC specialist, taking care of all your heating and cooling needs, as well as sales, refrigeration, and installation services. If you're in need of HVAC assistance, call us at 940-627-5882 or check us out online at ariehvac.com. Let's go, Eagles! Woo!
Fuzzy's Taco Shop is your one-stop taco shop. For breakfast, brunch, lunch, dinner, hang time, game time, you get the picture. Our Fuzzy's Baja-inspired tacos, nachos, burritos, and fresh salads are perfect for any time of the day. Grab your ticket stub and head into your local Fuzzy's in Decatur today or tomorrow for free chips and queso with a $5 purchase.
Welcome back to the Carrillo, Sops, and Tibbles halftime show as we wind things down and head towards the third quarter. Let's go down on the field, do a little mic check with our new sideline reporter, Jacqueline Wenzel. Jacqueline, can you hear us?
Testing.
There you go. Go.
That's the way you do it.
Jacqueline comes to us. She's a student at Tarleton State, a track athlete, actually, and hopped in the car with Jaylee Matthews. And she's going to see if she can catch Coach Huff for a post-halftime interview. You see him yet? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right. She's right there.
I lost her. Where is she?
She's in the middle of all the players.
I'm getting lost.
Walk more towards the goalpost. He'll probably try to find you.
All right, I see him.
Is that her? There she is.
Yes.
No, that's not her.
There she is. She's right there.
Right there.
There we go.
There
Got
you
it.
go.
All right, got it.
There you go.
There she is.
Hey, tell us what you do at Tarleton State. You run the 800. What do you run?
Yeah, the 800 is my main event, but I can do both the 4 and the 8. I kind of switch back and forth, but as of right now, I'm currently in training for the 8.
So I see Coach Huff headed your way. See if you can flag him down. I think that's him.
There he is.
Yeah. Now turn and face us so that we have a line of sight. Can you hear us?
Alrighty, Coach, what are your thoughts on the first half?
Well, way too many penalties on our part. You know, I'm glad our kids scratched hard, fought hard to get back and take the lead. But you know, credit. I mean, they're a good football team. But at the same time, we've got to cut down on mistakes, the holdings, and just silly stuff like that. We got to get that under control.
Got it. Thank you so much for your time. Good luck in the second half.
Okay, Jacqueline, can you hear me? Turn your mic back on.
Got it.
So, like, before you went down there, before you ever did anything, I asked you if you wanted to be our sideline reporter for the rest of the year. So, I'm not going to put you on the spot, but the job is open. It doesn't pay real well.
I would be happy to do it for y'all.
A college student on Friday nights, you're going to be at a high school football game in Decatur, Texas. I don't know. I won't put you on the spot, but you did a fantastic job.
I know dang well if I was a college student, I wouldn't be up here with you.
No. Well, she's not up here with us. She's on the field where it's more fun. But, hey, you did a really, really good job, and thanks for doing that for us.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome anytime. Jacqueline Wenzel, ladies and gentlemen. The best part of the Decatur broadcast of the night.
Right there.
For sure. 25 seconds on your James Woods scoreboard before we start your third quarter, brought to you by The Shop. Let's take one final break from this halftime show, which has been brought to you by Carrillo, Sops, and Tibbles. We'll be right back with your third quarter kickoff right after this.
S&J Pharmacy at 1101 West Eagle Drive can fill prescriptions in 15 minutes or less with fast and friendly service. They also offer same-day compounding, private consultations, medication therapy management, immunizations, B12 shots, a convenient drive-through window, and free home delivery. S&J Pharmacy accepts all major insurance plans, including Blue Cross and TRICARE. Open Monday through Friday 9 to 6 and 9 to 1 on Saturdays. Call 940-627-5400. That's 627-5400 for S&J Pharmacy in Decatur. Cobb Rental, located in Decatur, has the best selection of prices in the Wise County area on equipment rentals and sales. They have skid steers, lifts, trenchers, welders, forklifts, excavators, backhoes, and much more on hand and ready to go to work for you. Whether you need heavy-duty backhoes or trailers for transport, chances are Cobb Rental will have what you're looking for. Come see us at FM 51 in Decatur or online at CobbRentalAndEquipment.com. Good luck, Eagles, from Cobb Rental in Decatur.
Welcome back to Eagle Football on Decatur Sports Network, presented to you by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation. As we get ready to start this third quarter, brought to you by the shops in Decatur. Got a shout out back home in the 9-4. I guess this is 940 up here, but in Wise County, the Williams clan. Carrie Williams, Amanda, Tommy, who's one of my favorite people in the whole world, and Colby, all sitting around watching Decatur Eagle football and text me wanting a shout out. Thank y'all for tuning in. And Amanda, I hate it that you have to sit there and watch it with those three guys, but my goodness, she probably makes everybody look better anyways. So back deep to receive this kickoff. It's a short kick, and it'll be fair caught by Brody Edens at the 34-yard line, which is where Decatur will start this opening drive of your third period.
You know, real quick PSA, Kingfish, who always interjects and gets involved in our broadcast, he posted on Facebook that his dog Bert, who he has retired from the road, got out, and he doesn't have any, there's no sighting of him. He got out around the cultural district of Fort Worth, so if anybody sees Bert in the Fort Worth area,
So Brown Labrador.
940-255-8070.
On 1st and 10, Devin James will take the ball across the Decatur 40 to the 42, a gain of 8. Decatur starting off where it ended the second quarter with its running game clicking. Two receivers wide left, 2nd and 2. James will motion out of the backfield. Escobar will hit him on the near side, complete. He's brought down right at the line of scrimmage, maybe a little bit short. Might have been dropped for a loss of 1.
Aguiano does a really good job shucking that block to make that tackle for a minimal gain.
3rd down and 3 for the Eagles on this opening drive of your second half. They lead 17-14. Two-back set with Escobar. Option play to the right. Escobar's going to pitch it to Palmer. He gets the line to gain, gets across the 45 to the 46.
Great patience by Escobar there. He had some people that were in his headlights, and he waited the last second, got it to Palmer. Palmer was able to pop outside and get that first down.
Nice block on the far side by Carter Riggins as well, that I think was the block that allowed Nate to get across the line to gain, and a couple more. 1st and 10 Eagles. That was a Krisha Heston Parker Properties first down, first one of the third period. Handoff, James coming to the right. Now he cuts it up, gets across midfield into Coyote territory at the 49, gain of 6. You know, I talked to Coach Huff in the interview this week about the combination in the backfield with Devin James and Nate Palmer, and how they feed off of each other and block for each other. It's a quite a two-back set that Decatur has with those two guys. And as soon as I say that, they hand it to James. It's going to be dropped for a loss, but I don't think that was his fault.
No. What's funny about that is the play before that allowed him to get that yardage, Kalen Wicker had a great block. On that play, that side of the line, I don't know if they blocked at all.
Well, there were some people in the backfield awful quick, that's for sure.
Yes,
a loss of
was.
3, and that's going to bring up 3rd down and 7 for the Eagles. That loss puts them back at their own 48. 2 receivers wide to each side, and Palmer in the backfield with Escobar. Escobar has the snap, looks right, throws right, it's intercepted. That's Gould, and he's inside the Decatur 40 down to the 37. Looking that on the replay, he was looking for Cooper Stastny and just kind of a zone coverage, and Gould was standing right there to collect that interception. A 3rd turnover of the night. Not a good way to start this third period for the Eagles.
Yeah, he just didn't see him coming over from his left. And I'm sure about the same time that ball got released, he was thinking, oh, no, because he stepped right in front of it. And
it's funny because as strong as Gould was running the football at the beginning of the game, he had no interest in returning that. He just ran right out of bounds.
Yeah.
I thought he might have taken it to the house.
I did too, the way he much green grass was in front of him.
So 1st and 10 for the Coyotes after the interception. They'll hand it off to Porter, trying to get around the corner to the near side. Flag is down. Brody Edens drops Porter for a loss of 3, maybe 4. Let's see what the flag is. I would imagine if trends continue, it's going to be holding against the Coyotes.
And
it is.
Call is a hold on the Coyotes.
Listen, if I could grow my hair like that referee right there, I would.
Oh, let me tell you.
I'd have me some braids and maybe some dreads.
I went down there and introduced myself before the game, for the coin toss. It is glorious. He has got an amazing head of hair.
I would definitely have the braids.
I couldn't pull it off, but I would just like to have hair in general on my head.
Just cut it off and tape it up there.
Tape it?
Yeah, take it off your chin and put it up top. You'd look like one of those pencils that you rub between your hands and the hair stood straight up.
One of those troll dolls.
Yes.
Yeah.
You'd take you and spin you like this.
Yeah.
Decatur, look, we declined the holding penalty to bring up 2nd down and 14. Is that what we did?
We did decline it.
Chenault, Petrie, and Talley are your defensive linemen. In the 3-man front for the Eagles, the Coyotes will hand it to Porter. He stumbles before the line of scrimmage and falls right back to the original line of scrimmage, helped up by Hunter Chenault.
Porter went to make a cut, and just the turf monster got him.
Your secondary is Gilbreth, McClure, Brazil, and Cade Johnson. Linebackers Edens, Heston, Henry, and Vinzant. 3rd and 14. It's a double reverse. Fleeks has it on the near side. He's got nowhere to go. That was Lane Heston with good containment here on the near side, helped out by Antoine Gilbreth. Bring up 4th down and 12 for the Coyotes.
Eagle defense just continuing to put on a showcase.
Yeah, ever since the second touchdown was a kind of a busted play, free-for-all pass play on the quarterback scramble and found Porter on a 24-yard catch in the first quarter. And ever since then, Coyotes got nothing going on offense. They're going to go for it on 4th and 12, though. There's your snap. Ledesma looks to throw it. Flushed out to his left. He's going to try to run it, and now he just goes to the turf.
He had 6 Eagles.
He wanted nothing to do with the Vendozer.
No. Wyatt was like, okay, here we go.
He saw Big 32 coming. He said, I'm just going to take a seat right here.
It is true. It is true. I witnessed it myself.
Maybe the storm will pass over my head and not notice me.
Listen, if the Vendozer was coming after me, I'd take a seat and just sit there.
On 1st and 10, Decatur will have a tight end on the left side. Gilbreth will come in motion. They'll hand it to him on a jet sweep. He's on his feet. Now we got another flag.
Same ref.
Gain of 5, but let's check the penalty. I don't even know that we need to check the penalty. It's going to be holding against the Eagles.
Well, a little discussion going on here.
Yeah.
Striped shirt picks up his flag. Oh, they're going to go the other way.
Yeah. This chop block. Chop block on the Coyotes. Interesting.
I don't know that I've ever heard that. The
defensive chop block.
I'll take it.
It's an illegal block below the knees.
I'll take it.
Not sure.
I'm sure they're 100% correct.
Yes.
They're definitely 100% correct.
Eagles go strong right. Gilbreth comes in motion again. They fake it to him, and Escobar looks to throw it. Now he's going to throw it to Gilbert short right. Gilbreth makes one-man miss, still on his feet, and Antoine gets about 4 or 5 yards all on his own.
He had one man to beat out there and beat him, and then the rest of the Coyotes, they closed quickly on him.
But old Guy Izaguirre needs to retie his shoes.
2nd down 6, 7:28 and counting here in your 3rd period, brought to you by the Shop in Decatur. Gilbreth comes in motion again. Escobar gets the snap. He's going to hand it to Palmer. He's met in the backfield, and he's going to be stopped for no gain.
Nick Palmer on the carry.
Bring up 3rd down and 6.
Dog piled by a pack of Coyotes at the 42-yard line. No gain. Brings up 3rd down.
Initial contact there was Jacoby Clay. Wrapped up Palmer, and the other Coyotes showed up to feast.
3rd down and 6. Decatur with the ball at the Coyote 42. 2-back set. Escobar looks to throw it. And this one hits a Coyote right in the hands, number 9, Jacoby Clay, and that would have been another interception. It was just dropped.
You know, they must have found something in that middle zone there on some film, because, I mean, that's two passes in a row right there where they've just been able to jump those balls.
Yeah, they're seeing something.
So Jacob Haynes will come in, I believe, for his second punt of the night.
This is the second punt.
Keandre Fleeks stands at the Coyote 10-yard line. Fleeks had a pretty quiet night so far tonight, but he is a dangerous player with the ball in his hands. The kick is very high. Fleeks is going to let it hit at the 8-yard line. Takes a Decatur bounce, and the Eagles are going to, they're going to down it on the 1-foot line.
Ball down by the Eagles inside.
That is,
it didn't get much better than that.
No.
That is absolutely perfect right there.
I don't know if you could get it any closer to the goal line and not have a touchback. So this, you know what this is? This is this is Tony Dorsett,
Ooh,
NFL
99 yards.
Yeah, that's how far.
Yep.
That's how far that is. As Don Meredith said during the run, 99 yards and a half. Well, hopefully that won't happen right now.
No, we don't want that.
Shotgun formation. Ledesma's going to keep it himself. He's going to gain a few yards. Gets out across the 5. Surges out to the 7-yard line. Gain of 5, maybe 6. Oh, I remember watching that live when I was a little kid.
Oh, yeah, seeing Dorsett do that run and just being amazed.
That's before my time.
I think we said.
We were little kids. Hey, man.
We don't want to admit that.
So
Come on,
second and 4 for the Coyotes. Ball spotted at their 7. Porter comes in motion. Ledesma's going to fake it to him and keep it himself. He spins out of a tackle, and he breaks into the open field, and he's got a lot of space. Ledesma all the way out to the 50-yard line.
What happened there?
He got bottled up. I don't know what's going on, but people are. Is there a flag? I think there's a flag.
They're complaining about a late hit out of bounds.
Lane Heston was clapping his hands like something good happened. But it doesn't look like something good happened. It was about a 50-yard run, maybe 45 by Ledesma. He just kind of broke out of the hold of about 4 defensive players, and he was wide open in the secondary. They'll hand it to Porter on first down. He's into Decatur territory at the 43. I tell you what, you know, to me it seems obvious that Decatur's got better players, and they should be able to control this game. But if they don't take this a little more seriously, they could let this game slip away
100%.
And accidentally drop one. Nice play by Cade Brazil on second down to drop Porter for no gain.
Well, I mean, our offensive series was a little lackadaisical, and Wichita Falls came out, and this is an all-run series, and they are pounding the ball.
Two receivers stacked on the near side, well, on both sides now, 3rd and 5. Ledesma pass complete on the far side. Receiver has the first down.
Yep.
That was Brody McClure that had him there for a second, but that was number 5, Jaden Williams. He's not very big, but he's got some quick feet.
He does.
That's a first down Coyotes ball now at the Decatur 37. Wholesale changes for the Coyotes. In runs Cameron Gould.
Anytime Gould's on the field, offense or defense, you got to worry.
He is, and now Porter's going to line up in a slot. Ledesma, well, they'll give it to Gould in a wildcat formation. He surges his way inside the Decatur 35. I was looking for Ledesma. I don't know where he was. It's a gain of maybe 3 down to the Decatur 34. So it looks like they're going to go with Gould in a wildcat formation here. Ledesma not on the field. Porter comes in motion. Gould's going to hand it to Porter. He reverses field. The ball's on the turf, and Decatur's got it.
There
that was
we
Cade
go.
Brazil. Cade Brazil came in and forced that fumble from his safety position right there, put his helmet right on the ball, along with Corbin Owens as well.
Man, talk about a relief play. Wichita Falls had all the momentum that series, and it just took the wind right out of their sails with that fumble.
I don't think the Wildcat formation was a good idea.
No. I think Ledesma was driving that offense, and taking him out just completely changed the tone.
First turnover of the night for the Coyotes. And Decatur will go in a pistol formation on 1st and 10. They'll hand it to Palmer. Palmer still working his way out across the 40 to the 42. Gain of 9. Under 4 minutes now left in your third period. Brought to you by the shop in Decatur. Your score 17-14 Decatur.
You know, this whole third period has been just primarily a ground game, back and forth between the 20s.
2nd and 2. Handoff Palmer.
Oh.
Stopped at the line of scrimmage for no gain.
Brigman Stewart on that stop again.
That Stewart is a gamer.
Yes, he is.
3rd down and 2. Decatur from their own 41.
Quick shout out to my friend Barry Garrett. Thank you, Barry, for texting me earlier.
Palmer will motion out of the backfield. Escobar's going to keep it himself. He bounces to the outside, gets the corner and the first down. Pushed out of bounds or runs out of bounds at the 44. That's a Decatur first down brought to you by Christian Heston Parker Properties.
Man, great moves by Esco. Looking for that outside, popping outside, getting the corner, getting around for the first down.
So on 1st and 10, Decatur will work from its own 49. Handoff Palmer. He's met in the backfield. He's going to be dropped for a loss.
Brought down by number 9, Jacoby Clay. And number 40, Ty Wright. Lost a 2
That was just a great defensive play by Wichita Falls. Read it all the way, broke through the line, shut it down.
I think it was Jacoby Clay first contact, but 2nd and 12 now for the Eagles. 3 receivers go wide to the left side. 1 to the right. There's your snap. Escobar looks right, throws right, incomplete. Looking for Luke White.
Pass too tall for number 82, Luke White, incomplete.
Now 3rd and long for the Eagles. A fast third period, just 2.5 minutes left here in your third period, brought to you by the shop in Decatur. Two receivers wide to each side for the Eagles. Palmer motions out of the backfield. Escobar hits Palmer's short right, complete, and he's going to be dropped for a loss. Nice play there by number 3, Keandre Fleeks, playing corner on defense. Loss of 2 for the Eagles, and it's going to be a punting formation. I'll tell you what, that was one of the stronger series for the Coyote defense I've seen in quite some time.
The whole time they had Decatur on their heels.
Fleeks will drop back deep to field the punt. Jacob Haynes comes onto the field as the Decatur punter as the clock continues to run on your James Wood scoreboard. Punt is a spiral, caught by Fleek at the 26-yard line. Nice job, really, of fielding that kick and not letting it hit and roll back down to the 1-yard line.
Oh, yeah.
Like they did before, but tight ball game still here, guys. 17-14 Decatur as the Coyotes take over again.
Well, Decatur can get their mistakes, their mental errors under control. We'll be able to extend this lead, but they have got to get their heads focused.
This is Gould back in a Wildcat. He's going to keep it himself. Nowhere to go. Kind of surges his way. Powers his way on his own power all the way across the 30 to the 31. Gained more yardage there than I thought. Looks like it was a gain of 5.
So where is number 15?
Quarterback's in the medical tent, hitting the knee, according to Buddy Kirkland, our stat man and injury watchdog. 2nd and 5. Gould will keep it. He gets around the edge, and he's going to have a first down for the Coyotes. He's finally pushed out of bounds there by Wyatt Van Zant.
To the 37-yard line, and that is enough.
Coach Freeman is out on the field with his hands held high. I don't know. Maybe he wanted to hit out of bounds or something. I'm not sure. Now wholesale changes. Ledesma back in. Gould comes off. So now it looks like we're going to have the conventional Coyote offense to start this drive. Now we know why they went to the Wildcat.
Yep.
2 receivers wide to each side, 1st and 10. Hand off Porter up the middle. Going to surge his way out to the 40. Gain of 3.
40-yard line, 3-yard gain on the play, 2nd down.
Three receivers wide right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 7 for Wichita Falls. Ledesma's going to roll right. Now he's going to throw back on the other side to Porter. He's complete, and he's got plenty of room. Oh, nice tackle. Antoine Gilbreth caught him at the 50. It was after the first down, but if Antoine hadn't got him by the ankles, he might have had.
He had Greenfield for another 20 yards.
He sure did. Really nice tackle by Antoine. That's another Coyote first down, though. Now in Decatur territory at the 48.
Clock winding down, 10 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Looks like they're just going to let it go. Yep.
That is going to be the end of the 3rd quarter. Thank you to the shop in Decatur for bringing that 3rd quarter to you. We'll go to the 4th with your score: Decatur 17, Wichita Falls 14. We'll be right back.
Bison Creek Homes is an established home builder in Decatur, proudly serving Wise County and surrounding areas. With an in-house licensed architect and interior designer, Bison Creek Homes has been leading the way in innovative home designs such as modern, contemporary, farmhouse, Texas Hill Country designs, and more. Come put our many years of construction experience to work for you. Visit bisoncreekhomes.com and check out the many beautiful homes we have built. And go Eagles!
Fit and Wise in Decatur is proud to provide sports medicine and therapy programs for all North Texas athletes with injury clinics on Saturday mornings. Their sports and therapy program features an experienced sports medicine team, a wide range of team and extreme sports programs, and physical therapy and rehabilitation services to keep you on top of your game. Fit and Wise has a state-of-the-art therapy location right here in Decatur, along with others around the Metroplex. Come by and visit our friendly staff or visit us online at fitandwise.com.
Welcome back to Eagle Football on Decatur Sports Network, presented to you by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation. As we start this 4th period, brought to you by Prime West Mortgage. Ledesma on 1st and 10, complete short left to Fleets. He's pushed out of bounds at the Decatur 46, short gain of 3.
The 46-yard line, 2-yard gain on the play, 2nd down.
So as we start this 4th quarter, Decatur with a 3-point lead is all. That was their score as we went to halftime, 17-14. 2nd and 8. Ledesma looks to throw it. No pressure. Rolls to his left. Flag on the field. Pass is complete to Fleets for a first down, but I would imagine this is a penalty on the Coyotes, I think. Either holding or illegal man downfield, one of the two.
Wow.
Oh.
Even better.
I'll take that. Got a text message from Sean Browning complimenting us on our broadcast tonight and all the different camera angles. Well, Sean, we would love to take credit for it.
Well, we can.
But we're plugged into the Wichita Falls video.
Hey, easy now. We do have our own camera
Actually,
angle
we've got
one.
4 camera angles, 3 from Wichita Falls and 1 from us. But 3rd down and 23, or 2nd down and 23 for the Coyotes after that penalty from their own 39. Ledesma throws it complete on the far side. That receiver's got nowhere to go. Cade Brazil makes the stop. I tell you what, Cade Brazil played a heck of a game last week. Thought it was the best game he's ever played in an Eagle uniform. And he's backing it up tonight with some great play from safety. It looks like a light bulb has gone on inside his helmet. And that kid is playing well again.
Flying around the field. He's
gotten more physical.
Yes,
gotten more physical.
A lot more physical.
3rd down and 20 for the Coyotes. 2 receivers wide to each side. One comes in motion to the near side. Ledesma drops straight back under pressure. Trying to get away from Decatur defense. Spins around and he just runs out of bounds at the 40-yard line. And all he did on that play was make a bunch of people get out of breath.
Great job by the secondary to just keep coverage up the entire time he was scrambling, trying to extend the play, resulting in another punting situation for the Wichita Falls Coyotes.
Well, it's I guess both teams could claim mistakes because they had a drive going, and it was that personal foul that put them back behind the chains.
Yep.
So they force them to punt this one. Antoine Gilbert will step back deep. Now we've got a timeout on the field taken by Wichita Falls. That timeout brought to you by Graham Pools. Let's take one as well, Charlie. We'll be right back after these messages.
Fit and Wise in Decatur is proud to provide sports medicine and therapy programs for all North Texas athletes with injury clinics on Saturday mornings. Their sports and therapy program features an experienced sports medicine team, a wide range of team and extreme sports programs, and physical therapy and rehabilitation services to keep you on top of your game. Fit and Wise has a state-of-the-art therapy location right here in Decatur, along with others around the Metroplex. Come by and visit our friendly staff or visit us online at fitandwise.com.
For all your seamless gutter needs, give us a call at Wise Gutter Solutions, area code 940-389-7880 for a free estimate. We service Wise and all surrounding counties. We offer new install, repair, leak protection, and cleaning services. We have over 32 different colors for you to choose from also. You can log on to our Facebook page and follow us at Wise Gutter Solutions or our website, wiseguttersolutions.com. We appreciate the opportunity to earn your business and we look forward to speaking with you. Make the wise choice, Wise Gutter Solutions. Go Eagles!
The Coyote punt was down at the 13-yard line. There was a personal foul against Decatur, roughing the punter, but that's still not going to be enough for the first. Is it an automatic first down?
They just gave him automatic.
It is automatic?
Down. Yep.
Wow. That'll go on the mistake list if this game doesn't turn out the way. Well, it's going to go on the mistake list anyway. I didn't catch who did it, but oh, man. They just keep coming tonight. You know, ironically, that drive was stalled by a personal foul mistake by the Coyotes and then kept alive by a personal foul mistake of the Eagles, and the ball's ending up about in the same spot before those two penalties happened at the Decatur 45. Coyotes have it 1st and 10. 10:40 left in the ballgame. Your score 17-14 Decatur on your James Wood scoreboard. Porter comes in motion. Ledesma, it's Gould again in the Wildcat. He pushes his way inside the Decatur 40 to the 39. I don't know if Ledesma, I don't see him on the sideline anywhere.
Well,
there he is. He's coming back in the game. And Gould will come out. He looks like he's hurting too.
Yeah, he's holding his side.
Gould picked up 5 on that running play. It'll be 2nd and 5. Coyotes will have 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, and a wing to the right. They'll hand it to Porter. Porter gets through the line of scrimmage inside the 40 down to the 38. Short gain of 3, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 2 for the Coyotes.
Brought down by convocation of Eagles.
About to say the exact same thing.
Joel Davenport, an extra offensive lineman, is going to come in. Add a little extra beef to that pack of Coyotes up front. Wing to the left. Porter goes to the left side of Ledesma on 3rd and 2. There's your snap. Handoff Porter. Looks like he has the first down, but just barely. But he's inside the Decatur 35 to the, well, one official standing on the 34, the other one standing on 36. They'll split the difference. They'll spot it at the 34, actually.
Yep.
That's a first down for Wichita Falls.
Sure seems like the PA is pointed at our booth.
It feels like it's connected to my headset, actually.
Yeah.
First and 10, Coyotes. Ledesma in a shotgun. He'll hand it to Porter. Hesitation at the line. Puts his hand on his lineman's back and pushes forward for maybe 3 yards down to the 31. Brody McClure comes out of the pile with the football, but whistles had blown. Bring up second down, and looks like 7 or 8. It'll be 8 on the scoreboard. Under 10 minutes left at 8:43 and counting left here in your Prime West Mortgage fourth quarter. Decatur with a small lead, 17-14. Again, that was our score at halftime. There's been no score so far in the second half. Decatur shows blitz. Now Wichita Falls stands and looks to their sideline for a play call. There's your snap to Ledesma. He looks to throw it. Flushed out of the pocket to his left. He's going to throw it downfield. It's incomplete. And one thing I've noticed about Ledesma, sometimes he leaves the pocket and he doesn't need to. He didn't need to leave the pocket just then.
It seems like he's flushed out, but he's really not. He's looking to extend the play when he doesn't need to. He needs to stay in the pocket and let his receivers do their jobs.
He had a man open downfield and he couldn't see him because he was running out of the pocket. So third down and 7. He's looking to throw again on the far side, and it's complete. Nice throw and catch. He threw that one from between the numbers and the hash on the near side all the way across the field to number 6, Caden Justice. That was a nice pass and a nice catch for the Coyote first down.
Well, the Coyotes haven't scored since the first quarter. This is the first time they've really been in a position to strike one in.
First and 10, quick pass to the far side is complete. Receiver gets inside the 20 down to the 19. That was to Justice one more time. So 2 catches in a row for Caden Justice. That'll bring up second down and 6. Wichita Falls now with the football inside the Decatur 20. They'll bring 2 receivers wide to each side with Porter to Ledesma's left. There's your snap. Handoff Porter. Hesitates at the line of scrimmage. Still on his feet. Works toward the 15. Brought down just short of it at the 16. It looks like it's going to be third down and 3 for Wichita Falls.
Brings up third down for the Coyotes.
Cameron Gould's coming back into the ball game. See if he goes into the Wildcat. It looks like he does. On third and 3. They'll send a player in motion. Gould's going to keep it himself, and he gets around the edge. He's inside the 10, inside the 5, meets Gilbreth at the 3, and that's where he's going to be brought down. But something happened on this near side, and there was no containment. I don't know who got pinned, but it was easy running for Gould. And Wichita Falls in business, first and goal from the Decatur 3.
No, the entire Decatur defense cheated to the other side and left that wide open.
Coyotes will stay in the Wildcat with Gould. He runs it up the middle, and he's into the end zone for a Coyote touchdown. So 6 minutes and 34 seconds left in your Prime West Mortgage fourth period, and Wichita Falls takes the lead 20-17, pending this extra point. The hold is down. The kick is good. And it is 21-17, Coyotes over the Eagles. 6 minutes, 34 seconds left. Let's take a quick break. We'll be back right after this.
Texas Farm Bureau Insurance in Wise County has protected fellow Texans with auto, home, and life insurance since 1963. We have 2 locations in Decatur and Bridgeport that serve over 4,500 members in Wise County and the surrounding areas. Whether you're wrangling cattle or kiddos, we're proud to protect all fellow Texans in all Texan ways of life. Kelly Lynch, Doyle Lowe, Lisa Bradshaw, Chris Hanlon, and Monty Houston are located in the Decatur office across from James Wood Motors. Lisa Bryant and Todd Vineyard are located in the heart of Bridgeport on Wholesale Street. Give us a call or stop by and speak to one of our 6 local agents. Coverage and discounts are subject to qualifications, and policy terms may vary by situation.
Build or buy your dream home with help from the mortgage experts at First National Bank Mortgage. Mortgage money man Mark Goodwin will help you build or buy the home of your dreams in Wise County. Our office is now open in Bridgeport, and we're ready to get to work on your new home loan. Why trust your mortgage to anyone else? First National Bank Mortgage, now open in Bridgeport. Apply online at mortgagemoneyman.com. NMLS 543312, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
This is Eagle Football on Decatur Sports Network, presented by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation. We've come back from that Wichita Falls touchdown run by Cameron Gould. They take the lead 21-17 with 6 minutes and 30 seconds left in your Prime West Mortgage fourth quarter. And if you're listening to us back home and you have on a hat, do what I just did. Take a hold of it and turn it around backwards.
Rally hat.
A little rally cap time. Decatur needing a score here. Starting from their own 36. James motions out of the backfield. Escobar rolls to his right. Counter draw to Palmer. Not really much there. He might have gotten a yard. Well, they're going to mark him at the line of scrimmage. This Coyote defense, well, the whole team seems to have the momentum right now.
They 100%, but their defense has been smothering, and their offense just switched to a ground and pound, which just wore down the clock.
2nd and 10, Escobar in the shotgun. He'll motion Palmer out of the backfield this time. He'll hand it to James. James, nice hold, gets across the 45. I believe he's got the first down. Gain of 11 by Devin James, and that's a Christian Heston Parker Properties first down. Badly needed one by the Eagles, to be honest. Your receivers, Carter Riggins, Landon Feltz, and Hunter Smith. On 1st and 10, Escobar looks to throw. He's under pressure, escapes, rolls to his right. Still under pressure, and he's going to throw this one away. It actually lands up in the stands. That'll bring up 2nd and 10.
We got a flag on the field at the 50.
He's waving it off.
Oh, did he wave it off? Okay.
Well, Decatur looks to the sideline for a play call from Coach Huff. 5:35 left in the ball game. Your score, Wichita Falls 21, Decatur 17. 2nd and 10, Eagles from their own 46. 2-back set for Escobar. He'll hand it to Palmer, trying to get the corner on the far side. Nowhere to go, no gain. Trying to get the number of the Coyote player that strung that play out, made that tackle. I believe it was number 4, Cameron Gould, to be honest with you.
Gould has just come alive, obviously, on both sides of the ball this half.
Big play for the Decatur. 5 minutes and counting. 3rd and 10, they trail by 4. Escobar looks to throw, looks left, throws it across the middle. It's complete to Landon Feltz.
Great pitch and catch right there.
1 yard past the sticks. It'll move them downfield into Coyote territory at the 43. Big conversion. Stastny goes out. James comes in. Clock running with 4:45 left. Palmer motions out of the backfield. Snap is high. Handoff. James breaks into the secondary. He's still on his feet.
Oh.
Inside the 30, down to the 28. And all of a sudden, the Decatur offense comes to life.
James is tripped up there at the last second. He might have got another 10 yards out of that.
1st and 10 Eagles. They hurry to the line of scrimmage, get the play off. Hand off James again. Nice hole. Another flag.
Come on, guys.
I hate to say it, but I'm going to say it. I think it's a hold. And it is.
Man.
That hurts.
That's a 10-yard penalty. And repeat first down.
So after that penalty's marked off, it looks like it's going to be first down and 20 for the Eagles. The clock is running with 4:19 left. Escobar gets everyone set. Two backs in the backfield with him. There's your snap. Handoff James. Still on his feet. Gets down to the 35. Short gain of 3. And we're under 4 minutes to go in your Prime West Mortgage fourth quarter. And the number 9 team in the state, your Decatur Eagles, trail by 4. Eagles not in any hurry at all. 2 receivers wide left, 1 to the right on second down and 17. Play fake. Escobar under pressure. Steps up in the pocket. Throws it deep down the far side for Nate Palmer. He's got it for a touchdown. Wow. Huge play from Escobar to Nate Palmer.
Oh, man.
He missed it once, but he didn't miss it the second time.
Nate was completely untouched around the corner, got into the open, and nobody was with him at all. He was on the 20-yard line looking for that ball, and there was no defender near him.
That touchdown brought to you by McLaughlin Supply. Aldape in for the extra point. The score 23-21 pending. And your Decatur Tire extra point is good. And with 3 minutes and 26 seconds left in this one, Decatur retakes the lead, 24-21. We'll be right back.
The law firm of Kernot & Hafer is once again a proud sponsor of Decatur Eagle. With its Decatur office located on the Decatur Town Square, the firm includes local attorney Pat Wadlington and focuses on litigation and dispute management within a wide range of areas, including family and custody issues, business and commercial disputes, estate and inheritance matters, and personal injury and death cases. Kernot & Hafer, friendly, professional, direct, and strong. We're there when you need us.
At Outlaw Equine, our goal is to help you and your veterinarian succeed in maintaining the soundness of your horse. Dr. Harvey welcomes referrals from his colleagues and corresponds via telephone and video throughout the length of their stay. Our staff takes great pride in the body condition and level of fitness of every horse that leaves our facility. Come see us today at 2124 County Road 4127 or call us at 940-626-8387. Outlaw Equine, where the champions go.
Welcome back to Eagle Football on Decatur Sports Network, presented by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation, as the Eagles retake the lead 24-21 on a, I don't know how long, 24-yard touchdown pass from Preston Escobar to Nate Palmer. And my goodness, I'm going to go ahead and thank everyone back home for spinning your hat around for your rally cap. We know that that's what caused what aligned the stars for Esco to Nate Palmer on that play. But we still got 3 minutes and 25 seconds, and this Decatur defense is going to determine the outcome of this one. As Wichita Falls lines up 1st and 10 from its own 25, a field goal would tie. A touchdown obviously would give them the lead. Handoff to Gould. He'll get across the 25 to the 28.
To the 28-yard line.
Patrick, Wise Choice Meat scoring summary that saw a lot of activity along with a few penalties and took close to 4 minutes off the clock. Culminated in a Preston Escobar pass to Nate Palmer for 32 yards. But Devin James was key in that with all of his runs. Cooper Stasny had a reception. And, of course, Eleazar Aldape capping it off with an extra point.
On second down, they'll hand it to Gould again. He'll power his way across the 30 to the 33. Third down and 2 for Wichita Falls. Under 3 minutes, the clock's still running. Wichita Falls with 2 timeouts remaining?
2,
Yes.
and we've got 3.
So on 3rd and 2, obviously they're in 4-down territory this late in the game. Not necessarily territory, but 4-down situation. There's your snap to Gould in the Wildcat, and he's got it up to just across the 35. That's going to be good for the Coyote first down. That'll stop the clock temporarily while they set the chains. Now Ledesma comes back onto the field, the quarterback, normal quarterback for Wichita Falls. Clock now running at 2:10. Again, your score 24-21 Decatur. Wichita Falls, if I was a Wichita Falls fan, I would be saying they need to pick up their pace just a hair.
Yeah.
There's your snap. They'll hand it to Gould this time from the backfield.
Nothing.
He's going to be stopped for a short gain. They'll give him, looks like 2. I hope they keep running plays like that, to be honest with you.
Yeah, and they still haven't.
Clock's still running. Minute 35. Wichita Falls going to have to pick it up. It's 2nd and 8. Ledesma in a shotgun. He's going to throw it this time. All the way across the field. He's got it. Incomplete. Dropped. Nice defense there by either Cade Johnson or that's Jacob Haynes. He either dropped it or Jacob was able to work his hand in there and knock it out.
I think Jacob, when he came around the corner, he grabbed his jersey and yanked, and the ball just popped out.
So with a minute 24, it's 3rd and 8. Wichita Falls with the ball at its own 38. Ledesma's going to go deep down the sideline on the near side. It's complete to Fleeks inside the 30. Right over the top of Gilbreth. And just when I said he hadn't done much tonight,
he does that.
DeAndre Fleeks makes a play that puts Wichita Falls at the Decatur 26-yard line, 1st and 10 with a minute 19 to go. Decatur leads 24-21.
I was watching that on the replay over here, and he put his arm out a little bit to get a little separation, just enough to get open there at the last minute, or last second rather.
Gould in a Wildcat formation. Porter comes in motion. Gould's going to keep it. He runs it up the middle, stays on his feet, pounds his way inside the 20, down to the 18. Clock continues to run. Wichita Falls not worried about the fact that there's under a minute left, just jogging. Now they're huddling. They break the huddle. Fleeks has already split out at wide receiver position. Gould in a Wildcat again. He'll take the snap, pushes his way down toward the 15-yard line. He's got the first down. That'll move the chains. It'll stop the clock. There's 41 seconds left.
There's a level of confidence here that
Ledesma comes back.
Now they call timeout.
Now they'll call timeout. A Graham Pools timeout. Let's take one as well, Charlie. Let's just take one commercial and come back. We'll be right back after this.
Hi, neighbor. If you want to win state, don't fumble the ball. Pass it to Ryan Realty, the best quarterback in town. They will get you to the end zone and assist you in scoring the extra points. You'll recognize them in their hot pink jersey. For all your real estate needs, located just off the historic Decatur Town Square at 109 South Trinity Street, and their website is RyanRealtyTX.com or call 940-626-9770. Ryan Realty, the best in town.
Welcome back to Eagle Football on Decatur Sports Network, presented by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation. Got a text message from Donald Chapman. We were talking about turning your hat around. He said, turn it around, heck, because I took mine off and threw it at the television last time they called holding on the Eagles. I could just see it.
Yep.
And Stray looking at him going, what are you doing?
What is wrong with you?
So on 1st and 10, Wichita Falls from the Decatur 15. Ledesma's going to throw it, looking in the corner of the end zone for Fleeks. He's got it. Is he in? He's out. Oh, my goodness. Let's look at that on the replay. That was close. Just didn't get a foot in.
Yeah, his left foot hit
Yep,
first.
left
out of
foot
bounds.
was out. Good call by the official. Woo. My goodness.
Well, the Wichita Falls fans are understandably upset right now.
No, he was out.
Yeah, he was out looking at the replay. But he also pushed off a little bit. I'm not sure why.
Stacked receivers on both sides. Ledesma in a shotgun. 2nd and 10. He's going to hand it to Porter. He's met inside the 15 at the 12. And they're going to have to. 24 seconds still running. They're going to line up and run a play. They have one. I guess they're going to save it for a field goal attempt perhaps. 15 seconds. Ledesma throwing in the corner of the end zone looking for Fleeks. He's got it. Nope. He's out of bounds again.
And he pushed off again.
My goodness, let's look at it. Ooh, that one was a little closer.
Wow. Here it is right here, boys.
Did they give it to him?
No, but the officials are about to give Coach Freeman a personal foul call, and that would push it back on this extra point. But man,
wow.
I think he might have had a foot in. It was definitely close.
Yeah, it was a lot closer than the last one.
Well,
I don't know why didn't call the push off though. I mean,
because we're in Wichita Falls.
I mean, here it is right here. They're showing the replay right here. So there's a push off right there, and catch.
Oh, he's
in.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they keep showing it on the
right here. I mean, they're showing it on
up there, yeah. Which is
so here we go, and it's a field goal attempt. It's a 30-yard field goal attempt to try to tie the game. After that,
woo!
This would send it into overtime. Now we got whistles. The Decatur coaches have called timeout. Man, what a conclusion to this sucker.
What? Yeah. We go the whole game with more holding penalties called in general than I think any other game before, and then the refs do this.
Like they're going to show it again.
Are they showing it again?
Yeah, they're showing the replay again.
This is almost inciting a riot.
He pushed off, then he caught it. Yeah, he's in.
Oh, the entire Wichita Falls crowd keeps pointing at the screen.
Well, there's not anything they can do about it.
No, it's over.
Now.
It's there is no replay.
Nope.
And you know, if you're a Wichita Falls fan, it's got to be tough to watch.
Yeah.
For sure. Now they've got the police actually coming down here on the sideline.
Yeah, they do.
The officials coming down here to talk to the police.
Oh my gosh.
Get your camera on that. I don't know who this other fella is. Is that the athletic? What do we got going on here?
This is odd.
You got the camera on that?
I do.
Maybe this is a UIL official. He's going to come over here and tell us there's some sort of replay.
Well, he doesn't want to jog, that's for sure.
Attention fans. Attention fans. Everybody needs to watch their language and be quiet.
Did he say be Wyatt?
Quiet.
Be quiet. Watch their language and be quiet.
So I don't know who that was that's going over to the Decatur sideline, but he was escorted over there by a police officer and an official.
So this is, what, the third week in a row there's been some controversy with Wichita?
Yeah, but
totally different situation.
This is the most wholesome.
Yes. Although, based on what the announcer just said about watch your language, maybe not as much as.
So here we go, a 30-yard extra point for the Coyotes to try to tie this one. The snap is high, the hold's up, the kick is up, and it is good, and we're tied. We are tied with 6 seconds to go. Well,
that's kind of odd. The guy just walked to the other sideline and
it didn't do anything.
Yeah, I'm not sure what was going on there.
he's on his phone right now.
He's waving at somebody across the field. Maybe they're just preparing for contingencies.
Man, I don't know, but 6 seconds to go, unless we run this back, which is possible. We're tied at 24. Try to pull up my app and see if I can get any score updates. My goodness. So the kickoff return team for the Eagles meeting at the 40-yard line, and the kickoff team for the Coyotes standing at their own 35. They'll tee it up at the 40. Local scores just before this kickoff: Bridgeport getting smoked by Gainesville now, 26-7. Munster over Chico, 42-0. Springtown up big, 49-22 over Mineral Wells. Stephenville 56-14 over Waxahachie Life. Alvord 28-14 over Tioga, And Anna and Kaufman are tied at 21. That surprises me. Kaufman's got a good squad, but Anna's really good. Boyd 28-21 over Ponder. And Paradise winning big over Peaster 48-14. Back to receive the kick for the Eagles. I would imagine it's going to be another pooch. It's an onside kick, squib, and it's going to go out of bounds.
It's all right.
I don't understand that at all.
Give us the ball. It's going to give us the ball at the 40, right?
Yeah, it's going to let us kind of have it. I don't know if Preston can throw it 60 yards, but
no.
Hail Mary of some kind. A Hail Mary plus, we'll call it.
Okay.
Which is when you throw it up high, they catch it on the 20, and then they run it in.
Yeah.
What, do you get it where it goes out plus 5 yards?
I think so.
Yeah, you do. They're going to get it at the 46-yard line. That's he got that kind of arm, Pat?
No.
No, I don't think so. But he's got number 7 behind him in the pistol, and they'll hand it to Nate. He's running around the corner. He's down at the 46. We got and to top it off, we've got a flag. And Nate is slow to get up, but he looks like he's all right. So no time left on the clock. There's a flag. I would think Wichita Falls probably declined it.
Yeah, they are.
Only thing that could happen if we got the football in our hands is something bad. So we are going to go to overtime. It's 24-24. Let's take a break, Charlie. We'll be back with your first overtime period right after this.
Stuck in a state of falling behind? Struggling to keep up with your kids' finances, insurance? Then let State Farm agent Teresa Mader help you simplify by handling your auto, home, and life insurance so you'll have more time for everything else. More money, too. So call State Farm agent Teresa Mader at 940-627-3006 today and get to a better state with State Farm.
Visit Teresa Mader State Farm at 1141 South FM 51 in Decatur. Go Eagles!
Dynasty Overhead Door is the premier garage door company in North Texas. We offer garage door sales, installation, and repair services for both residential and commercial customers. If you're looking to replace your old unsightly garage door at home with a new one or add on another commercial overhead door in your warehouse, visit our Big Blue shop right off North Highway 287 in Decatur or online at dynastyoverheaddoor.com. Dynasty Overhead Door says, Go Eagles!
Do you need a new trailer? Texas Custom Trailers in Decatur has the perfect trailer for you. No matter what you're hauling, Texas Custom Trailers has a large selection of utility, flatbed, equipment, cargo, and livestock trailers in stock and ready to go to work for you. See all the brands, photos, and pricing at TexasCustomTrailers.com. You can also find trailer parts and expert repair at Texas Custom Trailers. Go see Texas Custom Trailers on 287 north of Decatur and go Eagles!
Hi, this is Sam the Concrete Man, and we've been providing residential and commercial concrete services since 1989 with a team of expert concrete installers. If you're looking for reliable, experienced concrete, Sam the Concrete Man is the concrete company for you. We're dependable, have great track record, and always put our customers first. Contact us today at 817-230-4512 for our on-site free estimate. We also service Denton, Wise, Parker, and Tarrant counties. Go Eagles!
Welcome back to Eagle Football and Decatur Sports Network, presented by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation, as we start our first overtime period, tied at 24. And if you're just joining us, the end of the game was quite a flurry. There was 2 passes thrown by Wichita Falls in the end zone to try to take the lead and win. The first one was thrown to Keandre Fleeks, and he was clearly out of bounds. 2 plays later, they threw almost an identical fade route in the corner of the end zone, and the replays showed it was close, but he probably had 1 foot in for a score, but he was called out of bounds by the same official. And it's got to be, if you're a Wichita Falls fan, you got to be frustrated. If you're a Decatur fan, you're just like, well, it was a bang play. There's no replay.
Yeah. All I know.
Next play.
All I know is we're playing with house money right now.
Yeah. Well, you look at it from the official standpoint in live speed. I mean, it was close.
And he was a little behind it as well. He was over here more by the pylon, and he could not tell whether he had possession when he went out or not.
On 1st and 10, the Coyotes will have possession first. They'll hand it to Porter. Porter met at the line of scrimmage and dropped after a gain of maybe 1 yard.
I'd look for Gould to come in at some point. Like now? No.
So each team will get a possession. If Wichita Falls scores a touchdown and an extra point, it'll be incumbent upon Decatur to repeat that in order to win. If they kick an extra point or kick a field goal or an extra point or don't score, then Decatur just has to put some points on the board. Pass is incomplete. Ledesma looking for number 6, Caden Justice.
He just bobbled the ball and slipped right out of his hands.
This is a big play. It's 3rd and 9 from the 24-yard line. If Wichita Falls doesn't convert here, that's a pretty long field goal for a high school kid.
Against the wind.
But on 3rd and 9, Ledesma in a shotgun, looks left to throw. He's going to throw deep down the side, looking for Fleeks. And it's incomplete, no flag.
No, that was an uncatchable ball.
Incomplete, no flag on the play. Brings up 4th down.
Is that their field goal unit or just big boy unit?
Well, it's got to be their field goal unit, I would think. So this is going to be a long one. This is a 42-yard field goal. I don't have the number of the Wichita Falls kicker.
88.
But my roster goes to 77.
No, it's 8-0.
Snaps down. The hold is good. The kick is long enough, and it is good. Wow. Had plenty of distance.
Yeah. All right, Decatur.
So Decatur puts it in the end zone. We go home with a win. We're going to go home either way. But as the offense comes onto the field.
All right, fans, this is your moment.
Working toward the south end zone. It'll be Escobar, Palmer, Luke White, Landon Phelps, Hunter Smith, and Cooper Stastny at wingback. On 1st and 10, Escobar in a shotgun. He'll hand it to Palmer. Hesitates at the line of scrimmage. Drop for a loss. Well, they're going to mark him back at the line of scrimmage. Bring up 2nd down and 10. I'll tell you what, this game's been full of mistakes and fumbles and penalties, but when it got to about the last 10 minutes, it became real entertaining.
It certainly did.
3 receivers wide left, 1 to the right. On 2nd and 10, Palmer will motion out of the backfield to the far side. Pass is complete to Phelps. It's a screen pass. Phelps still on his feet, inside the 15, down to the 11. Every time we make a good gain, I'm like, is there anything yellow on the turf?
Exactly.
No penalties on that play.
You know, we'd gotten conditioned to that, looking for flags all the time, and then finally we got out of it. Now we're back into that mode.
Big number 74, Daniel Casillas, come into the ball game as a nose tackle for the Coyotes. Decatur will go to its 2-back set now. Ball spotted on the left hash. Escobar's going to keep it himself. He's around the corner, inside the 10. Oh,
Flag.
2 flags.
Golly.
Man. I mean, you kind of know what's coming.
Yep. Holding.
Yep. Was that ever the first move of a Rick James dance? Like holding and then arm out to the side. It might have been. We have to go back and look. Yeah. Yes. After the penalty's enforced, it's going to be first down and 20. Ball at the Decatur 21. 2-back set again. Palmer out of the backfield in motion. They'll hand it to James. He's up the middle. Fights his way inside the 15. What a run by Devin. He's still on his feet. Devin James all the way down to the 1-yard line. What a run and what an effort by number 5.
Wow. How did that kid do that?
They'll spot it at the 2. That could have been the game winner right there for the Eagles. Devin James with a fantastic run. He's going to come off the sideline. Cooper Stastny's going to be in at wingback now.
And they marked it on the 1. It's 2nd and 1. Eagles call a timeout, it looks like.
Let's take a quick one too, Charlie. Grant Poole's timeout. We'll be right back.
Hey, Chris from Caraway with the Caraway team. I'm here to check on Chase Chapman with Chapman Landscape and Irrigation. I assure you, he's one of the hardest working guys in the business. I'm always seeing him in the field. He never takes a day off. He's always going, let's check on him. I know he's on his lunch break. Let's just say hi real quick.
Gosh! What are you doing? Dude, I'm about to go hunting. It's deer season. Man, I got a huge deer on camera, man. Stop. Cut. Do you ever work?
Well. Welcome back to Eagle Football on Decatur Sports Network, presented by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation. And Decatur's got it 1st and goal from the Coyote 2. If they punch it in, we go home with the win. Wichita Falls leads 27-24. This is our first overtime period. But if Decatur scores, this ball game is over. Palmer to Escobar's left. He'll motion out of the backfield. I believe Esco's going to keep it himself. He does. He's toward the line of scrimmage and thrown short. They're going to mark him, well, back really at the 2.
This is 3rd down, Pat. That was 2nd and 1.
And we didn't get the first down?
No.
Wow. So we can get a first down inside the. If we get to the 1, it's first and goal, I guess.
Yes.
So 3rd down and 1. Excuse me. Stastny's a wing to the right. Palmer stands to Escobar's right-hand side. Escobar's going to keep it again. This time, he's into the end zone. Eagles win. Eagles win in overtime. What a ball game.
Wow.
And I have to say, this is the Decatur broadcast, and I have to say, but my heart goes out to those kids in black jerseys. They played their rear ends off. And they were very well could have had a victory down here.
Yeah, I think they make them kick the extra point in high school.
Yeah, well, point differential can come into play. So Aldape in, the Decatur Tire extra point, and that was one heck of a McLaughlin Supply touchdown right there.
Timeout, Decatur.
My goodness. You want to recap the last 10 minutes, Tony?
Do we have enough time?
You know they were jam-packed, but it'd take 20 minutes to recap 10.
Man, oh man.
Oh, those kids from Wichita Falls, my respect to them. They never quit. It's just been a tough, grinding football game. Neither team played very well. And
the second half was just brutal on the ground.
Yeah, really was. Jacob Haynes will take a knee at the 10-yard line as Decatur tries to convert this extra point to make your final score 31-27. Hold is down. El Dape's kick is up and through the uprights, and your final score will be 31-7. Decatur will go home with the overtime in victory. The overtime in victory. The victory in overtime. Let me take a break. Let's take a break and let me catch my breath and come back and start our post-game show and talk about all this. We'll be right back.
Hawkins Funeral Home is Wise County's only locally owned funeral home and has been serving Wise County and the surrounding area since 1906. The staff at Hawkins Funeral Home is available to you 24/7, 365. Call Hawkins Funeral Home at 940-627-5959 or visit one of their 3 locations in Decatur, Bridgeport, or Boyd. Hawkins Funeral Home, proud supporter of Wise County youth and education and sports.
Hey Wise County, Erico AC and Heat is honored to support the Decatur Eagles. Since 1982, Erico has been Wise County's premier HVAC specialist, taking care of all your heating and cooling needs, as well as sales, refrigeration, and installation services. If you're in need of HVAC assistance, call us at 940-627-5882 or check us out online at eriehvac.com. Let's go Eagles! Woo!
Welcome back to Memorial Stadium, Eagle Football and Decatur Sports Network. This game's been presented to you by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation, and what a thriller it was. Decatur coming out on top 31-27 in overtime against the Wichita Falls High Coyotes. And just a quick game recap, not play for play, but you can kind of take it segment by segment. And this one started out a little bit rough for the Eagles in the first quarter. They go down 14-3 at the end of one after 2 turnovers on a fumble by Preston Escobar, a fumble by Nate Palmer. Those resulted in the 2 touchdowns scored by Wichita Falls. But Decatur came roaring back in the second quarter and put 14 on the board themselves and went into halftime 17-14.
Yep. I mean, the first half was literally a tale of 2 quarters. One team doing great, the other team not, and then a complete flip.
Yep.
And then the third quarter started.
And lots of mistakes throughout the entire game. Penalties on each side. Lots of holding penalties against Decatur. To come out at halftime, the third quarter was kind of a clunker, and there was no scoring in the ball game until late in the fourth quarter. Decatur goes up 21. What do we do?
Let me get to it. So late in the fourth quarter, it was Weed scored a touchdown, and then Wichita Falls scored 10 points. Pretty much unanswered. And that put us into overtime.
No, we had a field goal. We kicked a field goal and went up 24-21. No, we scored a touchdown and went up 24-21.
That's right, yeah.
And that was with like 3 minutes left. Wichita Falls, toward the end of the ball game, marched right down the field and with about 15 seconds left, had the ball at the Decatur 6 or 7 yard line or so, threw one pass to Keandre Fleeks, so he caught it, but he was clearly out of bounds. The fans here were a little bit upset, but replay showed he clearly was out of bounds with his first foot. They ran another play 2 plays later that was another identical play to that one, a fade route to Fleeks in the same corner of the end zone. The official called him out. The replay pretty much clearly showed he did have 1 foot in, and it probably should have been a touchdown, but there's no replay in high school. And the Coyotes were required to kick a field goal, which they did. We went into overtime tied at 24. Eagle defense held, and Wichita Falls was forced to kick a field goal in overtime, so they led 27-24. And Decatur was at the Devin James run.
Yep.
In overtime that was just incredible. They were behind the chains after a holding call. It was like 2nd and 18. And
no, 2nd and 20.
Devin James broke through the inside. Was covered. You couldn't even see him. He was surrounded by players. And all of a sudden he broke free and got it all the way down to the 2-yard line. 2 plays later, it was Preston Escobar to squeak into the end zone and give Decatur the victory in overtime, 31-27. But my goodness, what a ball game that was, especially the last half of the fourth quarter.
Like you said, heart goes out to the Wichita Falls players. They gamed that entire 4 quarters plus overtime. That's the way high school football goes sometimes, and everybody's been on the receiving end of calls like that. And we're obviously very vocal about it when it happens to us.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and let's do a little bit of look around Wise County for some scores. I've been see what these finals were. This look around Wise County brought to you by Goosehead Insurance. Obviously, here Decatur wins 31-27 over Wichita Falls. Bridgeport still trailing Gainesville, but Gainesville extending their lead against the Bulls 33-7. Munster all over Chico in a final score 42-0. Springtown up 56-22 over Mineral Wells. That one's with 3 minutes left. Alvord losing to Tioga 35-14. Boyd and Ponder tied at 35. That one going into the fourth quarter now. And Paradise 21-6 over Peaster. So those are the other scores around Wise County, brought to you by Goosehead Insurance. Let's take a quick break, Charlie, and then we'll come back with just some final comments before we start packing up and head back home.
Right on.
We'll be right back.
Cobb Rental, located in Decatur, has the best selection of prices in the Wise County area on equipment rentals and sales. They have skid steers, lifts, trenchers, welders, forklifts, excavators, backhoes, and much more on hand and ready to go to work for you. Whether you need heavy-duty backhoes or trailers for transport, chances are Cobb Rental will have what you're looking for. Come see us at FM 51 in Decatur or online at CobbRentalAndEquipment.com. Good luck, Eagles, from Cobb Rental in Decatur.
The law firm of Kernot & Hafer is once again a proud sponsor of Decatur Eagle. With its Decatur office located on the Decatur Town Square, the firm includes local attorney Pat Wadlington and focuses on litigation and dispute management within a wide range of areas, including family and custody issues, business and commercial disputes, estate and inheritance matters, and personal injury and death cases. Kernot & Hafer, friendly, professional, direct, and strong. We're there when you need us.
Hi, this is Sam the Concrete Man, and we've been providing residential and commercial concrete services since 1989 with a team of expert concrete installers. If you're looking for reliable, experienced concrete, Sam the Concrete Man is the concrete company for you. We're dependable, have great track record, and always put our customers first. Contact us today at 817-230-4512 for our on-site free estimate. We also service Denton, Wise, Parker, and Tarrant counties. Go Eagles!
Welcome back to Memorial Stadium, a wrap-up of our post-game show. Just talk a little bit about updated records and what's up next for these two football teams before we sign off. Decatur takes its record and wins its 5th straight. Takes its record to 5-3 overall, 2-0 in district. I believe that puts us alone in first place at this point. Wichita Falls record falls to 4-4, 1-1 in district. Next week, Decatur will be at home against Springtown. That will be, if anything, lively, intense.
Oh, yeah.
Always a little bit chippy with the Porcupines, so all you Eagle fans, head to Eagle Stadium next Friday night for some fun against the Porcupines. The Coyotes will be in Burke Burnett to face the Bulldogs and see if they can get their district record back on the winning side. You guys got any final thoughts before we close out?
Decatur just needs to go into next week and fix their mental issues.
Yeah.
Plain and simple.
You
way
know,
too many holding penalties, way too many.
You go home and you have a win and you're thankful for it and you go play the next game.
Exactly.
You don't think, oh, well, we shouldn't have won that game.
No.
It's football and things can happen to any team in any week that are adverse and shouldn't happen or what have you. Everybody's season is a long time, and Decatur just needs to take the win, go home, and move forward.
Exactly, 100%.
Yeah, I think sometimes during the season, these are the games you have to win if you want to be successful at the end of the season. And finding a way to win games like this when you're not playing well, I think speaks well of the Decatur coaching staff, that you just keep pressing, you keep pounding that rock, and good things happen. And, you know, got a little help from the ref, but like y'all said, things happen, and you just got to keep working, and you can't help that if you're on the Decatur side. You know, you just got to keep playing the game. And at the end of the day, you know, you just keep pressing. And man, I got to shout out to Devin, man. That kid, with that run, that may be the run of the year so far.
So far, it might be.
I mean, that run was – I can't wait to go back and take a look at it because it was awesome.
And you know, I can't sign off without giving credit to Wichita Falls. I mean, they played a heck of a ball game. They don't need to hang their head. They need to do the same thing that Decatur's going to do, go play our next football game we have next week.
Yep.
And just all the respect in the world to Coach Freeman and his staff and the kids for how they played the game and never quit. And it was just one heck of a nice Friday night of Texas high school football right here in Wichita Falls tonight.
One other quick thing, if I could, I'd love to give a shout out to to Chad, our man right here. Chad's coming in. Chad, thank you so much for helping us out with the feed, and so Wichita Falls for allowing us to have their feed online, and their hospitality here, and got some beef and mushrooms earlier today from their cook they gave us, and I'm a little heavier for it, but a shout out to Wichita Falls and ISD, and I know we had trouble 2 weeks ago, but they certainly made up for it this time.
Absolutely.
100%.
And probably gave us the best broadcast of the year so far. So thanks to Wichita Falls ISD and Memorial Stadium staff here for helping us out.
And like Coach Huff said, each game is from now on is a championship game.
Yep.
And that's what we need to focus on.
Well, tonight's broadcast has been produced by the Decatur Sports Network. Thanks to our producer, the Big Issue, Charlie Tibbles. Thanks to our statistician, Buddy Kirkland. And Jacqueline Wenzel for our sideline report. And
who will now be
halftime interview.
Yep.
First night on the job for Jacqueline. Thanks for coming. Tony Mooney on color commentary. I'm Pat Wadlington. Eagle fight
never dies.
And it sure as heck didn't tonight.
It didn't. And find Bert, please.
Find Bert.
Find Bert.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, folks.